cannot sign a buyout player whose previous contract was more than the non-taxpayer mid-level exception. This year, that comes at $12.8 million.
Okay, so they've got to sign somebody under.
That
by
was
the way,
making less than $12.8 million.
Another really good thing about Mark Williams, he has a fantastic contract.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, like insane. I think he's making $4 million this year, $6 million next year. He's still on a rookie deal.
Yeah, yeah.
And which is just exactly what we need.
Yeah, so much good stuff. So, and it's National Optimist Day. I'm by nature an optimist. I'm always optimistic about everything.
You are about your teams, that's for sure.
You know what? That's weird. I'm the opposite of Travis. Travis is negative. He's optimistic in life and negative on all of his teams.
Correct.
I apparently am optimistic, maybe overly optimistic on my teams.
And very pessimistic about
I'm not
you.
very very pessimistic about me.
Yes, your life.
Yeah. You're a glass half empty.
Although I will tell you that today I went over to the bookstore and I shot this little video, and Parker
Wait,
Bell.
Books has a store?
Yeah, right
I
on,
thought it was an online flower company.
Yeah, they've got a store on Robertson and a store on Doheny. Beautiful stuff. So I go over there, and Parker Bell, our social media guy's there, and he's like rolling his eyes because Mason always takes 6 takes. No. First take, bam, as Chris Morales would say, drilled it.
Nice job.
Yeah, thank you.
Good
I
for
felt
you.
I was
Good
in a
for
very
you.
good
Do you
mood
want?
today.
Do you want a statistical sleuthing of Mark Williams?
Oh God, yeah, we love the statistical sleuth. What do you got?
So PER, player efficiency rating in the NBA. Number 1, Nikola Jokic at 33.1. Number 2, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander at 31.1. Number 3, Giannis Antetokounmpo at 30.1. Number 4, Mark Williams at 27.6.
Wow.
Top 4 in PER.
Which
Take
means,
that for data.
Yeah, which means that, and that doesn't even figure in his contract.
No.
So everybody else, read the 3 names in front of him.
Jokic,
$50 million a year.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander,
About to get $50 million a year.
Giannis Antetokounmpo.
$50 million a year.
So,
Mark
and if you-
Williams, $4 million a year.
Right. And if you go further than that, number 5 is Anthony Davis, who makes, 40?
48, yeah.
Number 10 is Luka Doncic.
Yep.
Doncic. Number 13, LeBron James. So 3 in the top 13
Take
on the
that
Lakers.
for data.
Yeah, it's a gamble because of his health. But if he stays healthy, it's a steal. So let me read what Kevin O'Connor from Yahoo said.
Okay.
He used to work at The Ringer.
Yes.
Kevin's tweeted this last night. Quote, Mark Williams is a shocking addition for the Lakers. Such an incredible trade. Wow. Perfect for what they need now and into the future. Interior defensive enforcer, rebounder, screen and lob target for Luka and LeBron, plus has untapped shooting touch. An A-plus deadline just became A++++++.
How many pluses?
5.
5 pluses.
That's a lot of pluses.
That's what I'm talking about.
I love this trade so much.
I
love
do too.
everything.
I was so excited when I saw it. I was like, Mark Williams is like, he is exactly the right guy.
So I don't know. You play fantasy basketball, so you have him there. I do not. I had no idea who he was. I went to Trudell. I went to Ireland and said, tell me about this guy. I watched a whole bunch of highlights. I'm very, very excited for this.
It is so weird, by the way. So I play fantasy basketball. He happens to be on my team. I'm like, I know everything about Mark Williams because I've been following him all year long.
Yeah. This is the most excited I've been about the Lakers in 5 years.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people are feeling exactly that way. I think we missed out on the whole statistical sleuth bit there. It's there, but it's not catching. I thought it was really funny.
I thought it was hilarious.
Yeah, I liked it.
Ireland,
John,
you
I
didn't
don't
like
think
it?
you got it at all.
About,
The statistical sleuth bit.
well, I just did it, right?
Right, but you hear the whole bit. It was like a whole produced thing that we did.
No, you just stole the more you know thing from
Correct.
NBC
The
30
more,
years ago.
The more you know, plus some David Fisdale.
Take that for data.
Plus
There you go.
some Inspector Gadget behind it.
Inspector Gadget.
Okay.
This was a massively produced thing that we did.
Like Mason was hitting things, I was hitting things, Brian was hitting
all
things.
over the board.
There's a lot of stuff going on here.
Teamwork. So it's a big day. Lakers versus Golden State tonight. I don't know. They got enough guys to play this thing? Or does Golden State?
Yeah,
I mean, Golden State moved players
State,
too.
is only going to dress 11 guys, but they've got enough. They lost last night in Utah, so they're on the second night of a back-to-back. But watch the Lakers' defense because their defense over the last 3 games has been the best I've seen in years.
Now, you keep saying that, except the defense is going to have to be all different now. You've got a Mark Williams and you've got a Luka who's not the defenses, so they got to reconfigure
but it's not
it.
It's not the people; it's the scheme. So
you think it is the scheme?
I know it is. The last 2 games there was no AD.
But when you put a guy in there that's not a defense, I mean, Luka's not a great defensive player at all. He's not a good defensive player. To me, that changes the whole scheme, does it not?
We'll find out.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, what they're doing is they're doubling. Like tonight, I think they're going to double Steph every time he catches it.
Right.
When we beat the Warriors 10 days ago, Steph was 0 for 8 in the second half, no points.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they figured something out. Now, to your point, whether or not the new guys can execute this plan they figured out remains to be seen. But they're doing something right.
There's a weird number called the blow-by rate. The number of times guys get blown by.
Yeah.
Luka leads the league 41%. Guys just blow right by him. So to me, that means Mark Williams becomes even that much more important at the rim and defending the paint.
Yeah. The only issue with Mark Williams is going to be, can he stay on the court?
Yes.
Everything about him on the court is easy to like.
Yeah.
The one flashing red light is he's missed 60% of his games since he's been in the league.
Right.
Which is a big number.
That is a big number. All right, coming back next for you, we expect Michael Thompson and Pepe Mantilla to be here today.
Michael's going to be in closer to 2.
Oh, closer to 2.
Okay.
2. Wow.
He's watching Roman.
Okay.
Babysitting today.
Pepe is here. I've seen Pepe.
Already
He's
here?
loitering.
There is a Mantilla here.
Oh, wow. We have a Mantilla.
Fuck this. That's not nice at all.
All right. Mason in Ireland, 710 ESPN. Let me tell you, I love some sleeper picks. And this week's sleeper running a special offer for the big game on Sunday. We already know how good the Sleeper app is. It's the best and only app that I ever used to play. It's a better way to play daily fantasy. And with Sleeper Picks, obviously you just pick more or less on at least 2 players' projected stats. You can win up to 1,000 times your money. And for the big game on Sunday, all users get a $50 protected pick, meaning you can place an entry up to $50, and if you don't hit it, you'll still get a free entry back for the same value. How much more fun will Sunday be if you're guaranteed another shot? Also, if you're a new user, download the Sleeper app, use code 710. You get $55 in free entries when you play just $5. Again, $55 in free entries when you play just $5. If you download the Sleeper app, use code 710. Free to download. Do what I do. Do what everybody around here is doing. Download the Sleeper app today. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Some of the biggest names in NBA history played for the purple and gold.
Chamberlain, West, Kareem, Magic, Kobe, Shaq, LeBron.
And now, Luka.
The Lakers play on 710 ESPN.
The Lake Show is back in the hunt for their 18th title.
Getting to play for the Lakers, and everybody can say that. And many, many legends pass here, many, many championships. So that's my goal.
Live the excitement of the purple and gold right here.
Right here on 710 ESPN.
So Mark Reel from Real Fathers writes, I always say on the air, you have to have the right family law firm that is going to get you the happiness you deserve and the justice you deserve.
Really, the legal system is designed and set up for fathers to fail. I set out to create a firm and to create something that would help all men navigate that successfully.
We have a new phone number for Real Fathers Rights.
833-ESPN-710.
And RFR710.com.
Yes, RFR710.com.
Hey, it's Mace. All right, let's tackle the age-old question. What do I get her for Valentine's Day? I got the answer. Send foolproof flowers from the Books Company, and wow, your Valentine. Get 25% off your entire purchase. Books makes it simple. Choose the Quickie Book. With the click of a button, get their best-selling bouquet right on time for Valentine's Day. It's the Quickie she'll brag about for weeks. Or pick from their collection of unique modern designs or go to their flower subscription, the #1 husband life hack, and be the hero every month. You can't go wrong. Books, Not just flowers, they're flowers that are cut fresh where they grow the best, so you get bigger, brighter blooms that last longer. She will be blown away by how stunning they are. Valentine's Day, February 14th, right after the big game, so don't fumble the flowers. Get your order in now. Go to Books.com, use my promo code ESPN for 25% off. That's BOUQS.com, promo code ESPN. Books, promo code ESPN.
This is the Doctor in the Dugout with Dr. Alan Byer, presented by Hoag Orthopedic Institute.
I'm often asked about people who suffer their first back injury, think they've pulled a muscle in their back, and they don't stretch enough as far as their back is concerned. So when do you seek care from a doctor when you've sustained a back injury? At Hoag Orthopedic Institute, we like to tell people that the most important thing is to watch and see if that back pain is radiating down your leg, causing any numbness, causing any weakness, or any bowel or bladder dysfunction. These are surgical problems usually and require a more urgent visit to the emergency room rather than waiting to see the doctor. If none of these signs are present, it's safe to wait it out, rest for a few days, and seek medical care from your doctor within a week or so. Hope that helps. Keep stretching your back. If that doesn't get better in a week or 10 days, that's when it's time to seek the orthopedic specialist. Hope this keeps you on the field, and keep listening. We'll be back soon.
Keep listening for more on the road to recovery right here on 710 ESPN.
Hey, it's Bethel Duran. When you get into an auto collision and damage your vehicle, there's only one spot for you to call. That's my guy Leo at Active Collision. Experienced paint and body technicians will make your car look like it's brand new. You get a free estimate when you call 626-330-0100. They work with all insurance companies. Mention 710 and you get 50% off your insurance deductible. Call 626-330-0100, 626-330-0100, or visit activecollisionrepair.com.
It is Mason and Ireland on 710 ESPN. Don't get it twisted, yo. The most downloaded sports radio show in Los Angeles. The podcast, that is.
Mason and Ireland, the number one most downloaded sports podcast in Los Angeles. The number one most downloaded sports podcast in Los Angeles, and we thank all of our podcast listeners for that.
If you ever miss a moment, get your fill anytime. Just search Mason and Ireland wherever you get your podcast.
Ladies and gentlemen, happy birthday to the legendary Bob Marley. Plays every night at my house. Metaphorically.
Today's birthdays. Bob Marley.
Yep.
Tom Brokaw.
Yeah.
Babe Ruth. Ronald Reagan.
Wow.
And Myrna Ireland, my mother.
Hey, Myrna!
Hey, Myrna, she's the most
February
important.
6th.
Yeah. Now, has Myrna taken part in any of the gummy world that you've stepped into? My mom has.
Yes.
Nice.
Nice. Regular sleep gummy user now.
Good for her. Yeah, my mom does exactly the same. It is a wonder what cannabis can do. Bergman.
Yeah, no,
and it's better
Pepe's,
for you than the hard stuff.
Pepe's arguing with me right now. Can I go in? Can I not go in? You can do whatever you want,
Pepe. Whoop-de-doo. Yeah, whoop-de-doo is right.
Hey, so I'm seeing a tweet right now talking about Mark Williams.
Okay.
Yeah.
The last time the Lakers played Charlotte,
AD dropped a ton of money, a ton of points on
he
him.
went 42-23 on
Yeah,
Mark Williams.
you know what happens.
Mason is choosing to ignore any red
Wait a
flags
minute.
that involve
No,
Mark Williams.
You actually brought up that he played well against Jokic.
Yeah.
So he played well against
And
Jokic.
he had a game earlier this year where he had 31 and 20.
Right, and I'm not saying there aren't red flags. Of course, you don't want a guy to get hurt, and he's had some injury stuff over the years and all that kind of business, but he's young, he's ascending, he is a great defensive player.
He's not ascending if he can't play.
Well, again, he is playing right now.
Right, but he's played, I think, 21 games this year, 24 games this year, I think.
Bergman, do you have that?
So I can get it, but it sounds like, John, you're
less
down.
No,
You
I'm
don't
not
like
down
this
on him at all.
trade.
I'm not down on him at all. I think that it's a gamble worth taking, but you guys are completely ignoring the fact that he's played less games than Zion.
He's played 23 games. Last year he played 19. The year before he played 43.
Yeah,
Right.
but Mace doesn't care because we got him now.
I love Mark Williams. I think he's going to be a fantastic fit. I'm not as down on him as you are, John.
I'm not down on him at all. I'm saying you're ignoring the fact that he's played less games than Zion. Completely ignoring it.
Yeah.
It's like it's going right over your head.
Right. No, it is because Zion is really, really expensive and Mark Williams is not. You
Well,
asked me would I rather have Zion or Mark Williams. Give me the guy that's going to make $6 million next year. Give me the value. I would rather take him straight up over Zion.
Yes, but you realize $6 million, if he's not playing, is just a loss.
Correct. And you realize that Zion Williamson is making, what, $30 million or whatever,
more than that.
maybe more.
Yeah.
And if he's not playing, he's costing you against the cap, too.
Yeah, I think that Laker fans should be excited. They did more at the trade deadline than any other team. I can't wait for Saturday. I'm just saying give Mark Williams a chance to get his feet wet before you. Mason thinks he's the next Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Did I actually say that, or did I say he was the perfect fit for this team? You can say I said he's the next Kareem Abdul-Jabbar when I said he's the perfect fit for the team.
Even if he doesn't play.
Nobody is a good fit when they don't play.
Okay, that's all I'm pointing out.
So if Luka's out, he obviously not a great fit when you're not playing.
But in both the case of Luka and Mark Williams, these are gambles I would take.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
There's a reason these guys were available. In the case of Luka, it makes no sense that the Mavericks traded him.
Although Dallas, and the more I read about it, the more I think Dallas just said we're kind of done with that. We're kind of done with
you're
that.
Done with what? 5 first-team
Yeah,
All-NBA
I mean, but
selections?
there's obviously they slammed him out the door. I mean, what's his name? Nico Harrison said he's just not a good fit for our culture. I mean,
Great,
it
we'll
sounds
take
like
him.
yeah, exactly right. But you said they're available for a reason.
Well,
it's because Dallas was like they're done in the Luka business.
It can't be overlooked that Nico Harrison went to Rob.
Yeah,
the
and
fact that
and
Rob
so, Greg,
actually
what that
didn't have to
says
do anything.
What that question I'm asking, because I'm always optimistically pessimistic, is what does Nico know that we don't?
Yeah, that's exactly what. I mean,
Sure.
there's also there's quotes around from Jason Kidd, like he was upset with his conditioning, he couldn't rely on him. There was a whole bunch of things that Jason Kidd's saying. Nico Harrison, the Mavs, just in general, are talking.
Yeah, they
about
went
it.
south on Luka.
So here's the counter to that. Dorian Finney-Smith played with Luka in Dallas, and so did Markieff Morris. And when Morris got here the other day, remember he was on our team in 2020 when we won the title, somebody asked him about Luka not being in shape. Do you have this, Brian? And listen to what Markieff Morris says, which to me makes a lot of sense.
I hear stuff about him not being in shape, but if you can go in an NBA game and get 30, 15, and 10 like it's nothing, then I don't really know what shape is. I'm confused at that part, but yeah, and you'll see it really soon. You'll make the suggestion if he's in shape or not.
By the way, Dorian Finney-Smith said, I think at practice yesterday, he said, if he's 270 and he plays like that, I should gain weight.
Right, and I was looking at pictures of him the other day. He's not 270.
No, he's not 270.
No.
That's been exaggerated, I think, Pepe.
Pepe walked in.
Pepe Mantilla is here.
So, Pepe, what's your level of enthusiasm for these deals?
How you doing, guys?
Hey,
I
Pepe.
was just listening to the nonsense of some of you talking about Luka, and I think it's got great for the Lakers. One thing that nobody's talking about is that, in my opinion, before this thing that the trades and all that, the players were controlling the league, but now
this is actually
more.
a really good point.
Yeah,
you look at the guys who moved.
Yep.
Okay, Jimmy Butler really wanted to go to Phoenix, didn't get to Phoenix. Luka gets moved, and it costs him $115 million because he's no longer eligible for the Supermax. There's a little bit of what Pepe is saying. There's a little bit of the owners taking back the league here.
Yeah.
That like, look, you guys can be all 4-player empowerment, but we still have options.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And I'm glad that's happening. And another thing that people are not talking about. Okay, there are fans that love Dallas, there are fans that love the Lakers, and there are fans that love Luka. Those fans are going to go wherever Luka plays.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the same that happened with LeBron.
Yep.
And we can see it, John, when we have the games, how many people from all over the world come to the crypto?
Well, and to your point, Luka is a global icon.
Yeah.
He's almost like a soccer player.
Yeah.
In the sense that people all over the world will show up to see him play, and now him and Luka and LeBron are on the same team. I mean, that's going to be can't-miss TV. I mean,
no question.
Even if it fails, you've got to watch it.
Yeah.
I don't think it's gonna, but
no, I don't either.
And there's some other things that need to go right for the Lakers, too. For example, Max Christie was their best on-ball defender, and AD was their best defender overall. So let's just say if Mark Williams gets healthy and
by the way, we should say he is healthy at the moment.
Greg, what's the most amount of games he's played in a season?
43, I think.
43 last year,
Yeah.
I believe.
Okay.
No, 43 in his rookie year. So 43 in 2022, 23, 19 last year, and 23 so far this year.
Okay, so he's averaging about 25, 30 games
He's
a
only
season.
played 40% of games since he got into the league.
So let's say that continues. Hope not, but let's say that continues. That means other guys need to step up. They got to get more out of Jackson Hayes. They got to get more out of Rui. They got to get more out of Dorian Finney-Smith. And the way the Lakers have been defending lately, they are getting more out of all those guys. So here's my point. The Lakers have won 7 out of their last 8 games. They've won 9 of their last 11. A lot of those without AD and, of course, without Luka and without Mark Williams. So basically, we lost Max.
Right.
And defensively, they figured out a way. They locked the Clippers up. They locked the Knicks up.
But you probably noticed this, John. They're playing team defense.
Correct.
And I like that because that's the way other Laker teams of the past play defense. Team defense is very important.
It is. To Pepe's point, when Shaq was here, Phil Jackson would tell Kobe and Ron Harper, get right out on, let's say they had to guard Iverson, okay? Get right out on Iverson. Get right in his face. You talked about the blow-by factor.
Yes.
Don't worry about the blow-by factor. If he gets by you, don't worry about it because he's going to run into Shaq.
Right.
If you watch the Knicks game on Saturday night, every time Karl Anthony Towns touched the ball, 2 guys ran directly at him.
Sometimes
and
3.
He didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
And I thought, well, they'll adjust at halftime. And they didn't.
Right.
They did. And Karl Anthony Towns said, well, he'll figure it out. So then now go to the Clipper game. And by the way, Karl Anthony Towns finished 3 for 12. Go to the Clipper game. They do it to Harden. Every time Harden's got the ball, they shoot 2 guys right at him. At Clippers, I thought, well, they got Ty Lue. They'll figure it out. Harden finished 2 for 12.
Yeah.
And that's the team defense you're talking about.
And
they're doing it as a group.
They did it against every player that had the ball that were important, and the Clippers. And at one point, they put a player in the corner. He didn't know what to do.
Right.
Okay. And that's fantastic.
Well, Ireland says it's scheme. If it is scheme, fantastic. You traded your best on-ball defender in Max Christie and your best defensive player in Anthony Davis. You have brought in 2/5 of your starting lineup is now different than it was a week ago.
And not like no one's ever accused. Like Luka's not a great defender,
No,
and
not
Mark
at all.
Williams was the ACC Defensive Player of the Year when he's a senior, but hasn't played enough. Or he only played 2 years or so. It has been his sophomore year. He hasn't played a whole season so that we can see if they.
So far, yeah, not at all.
Yeah, and let's see. I mean, he's averaging 30 games a year.
Yep.
Let's see if we could get him up to 50.
Sure,
that's a win.
Yeah. Well, he's only 23. I mean, he can increase his workload. He's healthy right now. He'll be there Saturday, right? Won't he be there Saturday? Most likely.
Oh, he'll be here tonight.
Yeah.
He's just not
so
going
he's going to play on Saturday.
Yeah, he'll practice tomorrow.
And don't you think that the other teams are thinking? I mean, now the Lakers are going to be very dangerous.
I'll share this story with you. I was listening to a podcast the other day, and somebody said they got a text from an NBA GM, and the text was, "Effing Lakers, They did it again."
Yeah,
that's how the rest of the league feels.
All right, coming up next for you, going to spin the wheel of questions. Pepe Mantilla is here. No potpourri of lies today.
No.
Instead, Michael Thompson will have his game. I always go back and forth. Pepe's games, Michael's games. And then I notice that the scale is way in favor of Michael's games, Pepe.
Well, that's
the scale
okay.
goes like this.
Really?
Yeah.
Whoopie-doo.
Yeah.
Well,
You're
that's
okay with that?
Pepe is
worried
tainted
about
by
it.
having those couple of really bad games.
Yeah,
most
that's
of
true.
Pepe's
No.
games.
Yeah.
Only one. What is the other one? Tell me the other one.
The one is
One is the one where you said which one of these is more wrong. That was the worst game
That's the worst.
ever.
Okay.
Right. And then the other one was where you did an entire game on Doris Day, and I'm like, what the hell is going on?
Yeah, I'm
here?
with Mason.
Yeah, Doris
I had
Day.
4 Doris Day questions.
Yeah, 4 Doris Day questions.
I had three.
Oh, Now he doesn't
And
know
not
it's
only
free.
that,
We weaved him into a web there.
I mean, I asked you.
Oh,
about,
my God.
I asked you about a player that played for UCLA.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
you didn't know.
Okay, perfect.
Tom Fears.
Hold yourself.
Now I
yeah.
know.
Hold yourself.
Yeah.
All right. Wheel of questions next. Mason in Ireland, 710 ESPN.
All right, if you're hiring, you got to use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter helps you find qualified candidates fast, and right now you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/LA. ZipRecruiter is an algorithm. They use matching technology to quickly find and send you the most qualified people for your roles. How quick? 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within 1 day. So check it out. Use it for free. ZipRecruiter.com/LA. Again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/LA. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire.
The City of Stars has a new superstar.
Luka Doncic joining forces with the Los Angeles Lakers is a seismic event in NBA history.
The home of Luca and the Lakers is 710 ESPN.
You never expect a Hail Mary pass to win and end the game or getting into an accident. Hey, it's Trav with DeMarco.
Only one all-star defense team you can call to defend you. The personal injury law offices of Joseph S. Normand. Visit normandlegal.com or call 213-747-2000.
Don't get sacked by others. Joseph will help you achieve the maximum compensation you deserve. Visit normandlegal.com or call 213-747-2000. That's 213-747-2000.
Let Joseph and his team score a touchdown for you.
In tough times, no one stands alone. The recent wildfires have deeply impacted our LA community, leaving many of our neighbors facing unimaginable hardship. If you're feeling anxious, overwhelmed, or just need someone to talk to, hope is just a call away. Call the LA County Department of Mental Health's 24/7 helpline at 1-800-854-7771 for free emotional support, service referrals, or crisis counseling, or visit dmh.lacounty.gov/gethelpnow/. We're in this together, LA. Stay strong.
Texting enrolls you in a recurring automated marketing text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
The team's looking good this season.
I think so. Man, I miss playing football. Being young with unlimited energy to burn. Ever since I turned 40, I just can't find that fire I used to have.
Think it could be lower testosterone?
What do you mean?
All guys lose their edge when they turn 40. The body has less testosterone. That's why I take Neugenics Total T.
I've heard about Neugenics. That really works?
Since I started taking Neugenics, I'm lifting like when we played for Coach Carter. I feel more energized at work. It's even spiced up things between me and the missus.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles for people to try?
Yep, send a text. It's that easy.
Text LIKE to 42424 right now for your complimentary bottle of Neugenics Total T. It's the #1 selling testosterone-boosting brand at GNC and Wal.
Why do we grill to order at Waba Grill?
It's just better for you.
Right now, get our Value Bowl combo for only $8.99. Waba Grill, it's for you.
Show on the radio, Mason and Ireland here each weekday. You know what it's time for? What is this? It's time for Wheel of Questions. Producer Brian Cohen, are you ready with that wheel? Hit it, Jack.
Okay. This came up in a Sports Illustrated article. Oh, Michael got here early.
Oh, Michael's here. Wow.
Roman must have kicked Michael to the curb a little early
He's wearing
today.
a brand new Bahamas sweatshirt.
Yeah. Brand new.
Go figure.
Okay, so here's the question. Are the Dodgers on the verge of becoming Major League Baseball's version of the Chiefs? And what I mean by that is no one is rooting for the Chiefs except me. But everybody hates the Chiefs because they think they get all the calls. They think they get all the players. Are the Dodgers on the verge of becoming the Chiefs, Greg?
I think they're already there. I don't think there's one fan that's not a Dodger fan that wants the Dodgers to win, period. They don't want to see him anymore. It's very much the Chiefs.
You know what? We are the evil empire, and it is so much fun to live here.
I love it so
much.
Empire.
The evil empire
I'll
is
tell you
fun
what,
to live in.
I'm
We
gonna
get
try
every
and
single
watch
player.
Every Dodger game I can.
Yo,
every
it's going to be so
Brian, what
much
do you think?
fun.
Have the Dodgers become the Chiefs?
Oh, 100%. Yes.
Yeah.
Everything, all my friends are not Dodger fans. I'm one of the few, and I get it all the time. They hate it now. They absolutely hate it.
Totally.
Yeah, are you, Pepe, you agree?
Yeah.
By the way, Tom Verducci wrote this article, and he says it's harder for the Dodgers to win the World Series than it is for the Chiefs to win the Super Bowl. And he gives an interesting reason why. He said every time the Chiefs make it to the Super Bowl, it's a neutral site.
Right.
In order for the Dodgers to win the World Series, they have to win at least 3 games in the opponent's stadium,
right?
Which the Chiefs have always got a great record, so they'll have home field throughout. But baseball's not like football; they don't have to go back to Buffalo and play 2 games,
right?
So it's a little harder for the Dodgers.
Yeah, the other thing is, I think baseball remains a bigger crapshoot than the NFL. I was trying to think of NFL teams that have gone to the Super Bowl that didn't have great records. The only 2 that pop into mind:
Rams, 79,
Rams in '79.
9-7, I think they were.
And Arizona with Kurt Warner that year got to the Super Bowl. They were 9-7 also. But you generally have to be great to get to the Super Bowl.
But the thing is, it's worse. The indifference is worse.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's better to have people that hate you and people that love you than people that don't care about you.
All right,
That's
so
true.
Before we get to sports graffiti, Michael, your reaction to the 2 big trades. Luka coming to the Lakers, Mark Williams coming to the Lakers. What do you think?
Mark Williams will help. He's another typical NBA center where he really can't score on the inside with his back to the basket like AD or Jokic can or Embiid. But he's a typical center now, set a screen roll, and he'll dunk. Basically, he's another Jackson Hayes. So he'll help. Another big body.
No, he plays defense too, though, Michael.
That's what I mean. Yeah, he can block some
Jackson
shots.
Hayes gets pushed around. I think Mark
Jackson
Williams plays it.
Hayes is better than you
but
think.
he's real thin.
No, so's Mark Williams.
Mark Williams isn't thick.
Yeah, you see what
but he's a physical freak,
Yeah.
Mark Williams.
Yeah.
It's a good pickup. It's a good pickup. It's
So
not
you're less
Dwight
excited.
Howard.
I'm so excited about Mark Williams. You're just like,
It's fine.
John's
sure.
like,
He's a typical NBA center these days.
My only concern with Mark Williams is his health. I think in terms of his skill set, he would be huge if they can keep him on the court. They've just never been able to.
You ever wonder why someone would give up a 23-year-old dominant big guy if he's that good?
Maybe because you've got a potential sharpshooter like Dalton Connect in the deal along with a first-round draft pick. Isn't that enough to sway you?
Would Orlando have given up a 23-year-old Dwight Howard?
No.
You cannot compare that.
Would Denver have given up a 23-year-old Jokic?
Maybe. By the way, Jokic was the 46th pick in the draft.
No.
There was a time.
By the time he was 23, you could tell he was playing.
No, he didn't get into the starting lineup until he was 25. They were starting Nurkic over him. And they realized every day in practice, I think Jokic is better than Nurkic. Remember, they had both of them, and they traded Nurkic to Portland.
Right.
And then now Jokic just took off.
Yeah,
but, I mean, he's all right. It's a good
but what
pickup.
about Luka? Luka acquisition.
Well, I heard you say you don't like Zion because he's never in shape, right?
Correct. I think the Luka thing is completely overrated and overplayed.
You mean to not being in shape?
Yeah, I think Dorian Finney-Smith is right. If he's playing like that,
those are two different points. I agree with Mason here in the sense, Michael, that I don't care if Luka's out of shape because if that's out of shape,
sign me up.
First team. He's Babe Ruth. Babe Ruth is a fat guy who nobody could get out.
Yeah.
Some people can play great carrying a lot of weight. Luka's one of them. Why do we care if he's fat?
He's going to have to either guard Lou Dort. Who else?
Well, he's not going to. He's not really going to guard anybody.
You don't like the Luka trade?
You are less excited about the Luka trade than anybody I've come across.
Why are we forgetting how good Anthony Davis is?
He's fantastic.
Only the second best big man in the
32 versus 25. What happens after LeBron? Well, now we've got Luka. We've got literally somebody
Michael,
to hand the torch to.
I think I understand your concerns, and I do think people are ushering
downplaying
AD out the door a little quick for me, at least. I think he's going down as one of the great all-time Lakers.
And I think Dallas might be the second best team in the West.
I think when they're healthy, they're the team to beat.
Yeah,
the team to beat.
They're the team to beat if they're healthy.
I would venture to say that if you got all 30 NBA GMs in a room, except Nico, so make it 29.
Right.
Nico offered that to 29 other teams.
Oh, yeah,
all 29 of them would have done what Rob did.
The very first one will take.
Would you trade Luka for Anthony Edwards if you were the Minnesota Timberwolves?
I wouldn't trade Luka 1-for-1 for anybody except Wemby or Jokic or Giannis. That's it. That's the list.
All right, plenty of time here to talk about the moves this week. Michael Thompson's here. Pepe Mantilla's here. We're going to do some sports graffiti coming up next. 877-710-ESPN. That's 877-710-ESPN. Jump on the phones. Tons of stuff to react to. And in the meantime, my partner is the Southern California Hyundai dealers. Love these guys. Love my car. I'm driving a Hyundai Elantra that I got last year. Absolutely love it. Favorite car I've ever driven. It's a hybrid, man. That thing just goes, and I'm saving tons of money on gas. And I got to drive all of the Hyundais when I started working with these guys. I drove the Ioniq 6, spectacular, like being in a spaceship. It's an EV with a long driving range and cutting-edge technology. The Sonata, very cool. In fact, I hooked up Momo's brother to get a brand new Sonata, super stylish. The 2024 Sonata, amazing. The Santa Fe, if you want to go SUV, as always, every new Hyundai comes with America's best warranty. And 3 years or 36,000 miles of complimentary maintenance. Add more joy to every journey in a brand new Hyundai. Do like I did. Visit buyhyundai.com or see your SoCal Hyundai dealer today. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Hi, this is Sean McVay of your LA Rams. The Rams play here. KSPN, Los Angeles.
710 ESPN.
A good karma brands radio station.
Sedano and Cap.
Today at 3 p.m. after Mason and Ireland.
Hi, my name is Victoria. I am from Silmar, California, and I just want to say thank you to all the firefighters for everything that you've done. You are so brave, so just amazing and brave, and we appreciate everything you've done for the city.
You know, I want to thank them. You know, without them, the fire wouldn't be the way it is right now. You know, little help like you guys asked for. You know, I got a few bobbleheads, a few jerseys, a few shirts that are brand new, and some baseball cards.
Thank you so much for the first responders and for the firefighters that are helping the community and the people of California and especially Los Angeles. And thank you so much for your work and keep doing what you're doing. You guys are the real heroes.
My name's Alfredo Famath, and I'm from Silmar, right next to the Hearst fire. We got evacuated, but I really want to thank the firefighters for saving my house and my friends' houses. You know, I appreciate you guys, and without you guys, I don't know where to be at, you know, probably without a home, but I really appreciate everything you guys do for us.
What's up, everybody? Cappy here, InsideCrypto.com, and I just want to take a second to thank all the first responders, the firefighters, but I'm going to take another direction here. I was talking about it on the air. Our friends at Lazy Dog and LA Live have been feeding all these firefighters. I'm going to send a shout out to all the wait staff who are feeding the firefighters, who can then feel good, be nourished, go to sleep, and then get out there and fight those fires. So to everybody that's helping, appreciate all y'all.
Hey, Henry Ramos here from El Monte. Hey, first responders, thank you for everything you guys are doing, and keep fighting on. And this is for Los Angeles. Thank you guys, and keep going. We love you, LA.
1,000 or 500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-498-6548. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-498-6548. That's 800-498-6548. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Accident or injury, call Jacob and Ronnie. Call Jacob.
Winning matters, especially after an accident. At calljacob.com, we're here for you when you need a big win. After an accident, go to calljacob.com or call 844-24-JACOB. That's 844-24-JACOB.
It is Mason and Ireland on 710 ESPN. Don't get it twisted, yo. The most downloaded sports radio show in Los Angeles. The podcast, that is.
Mason and Ireland, the number one most downloaded sports podcast in Los Angeles. The number one most downloaded sports podcast in Los Angeles, and we thank all of our podcast listeners for that.
If you ever miss a moment, get your fill anytime. Just search Mason and Ireland wherever you get your podcast.
All right, it is sports graffiti time with both Michael Thompson and Pepe Mentia in the house. Ireland, take it away.
All right, here we go. Josh, you're leading off today. You're on sports graffiti. Josh, go.
Hey, guys, good afternoon. So really quick, I'll get your condolences later, but as a Clipper fan, I will tell you that I am pissed and I am jealous because you guys made a steal with the Williams signing, so good job on that. And you guys are surpassing the Clippers in terms of you guys your future. I do have a question NBA-wise. So what does this mean for Trae Young and LaMelo Ball, being that they're trading their acquisitions and side pieces?
Well, I personally think that LaMelo Ball, nobody knows when he's coming back. Brandon Miller is a player that they feel really strongly about. I think at this point they're waiting for those guys to get healthy. Miller's out for the year, and maybe Connect gives them the shooter, and you've got sort of the the ground floor of something there.
Yeah, they got to give him some time to develop.
By the way, I think
I didn't understand what Atlanta did. DeAndre Hunter,
terrific player,
has been great for them. He's their best bench player. They lost Michael. Who did the Hawks lose 2 weeks ago? Jalen Johnson. Who was in the running for Most Improved Player of the Year. He's out for the year now. He got hurt. It's like the Hawks are punting on DeAndre Hunter, which I didn't get, and they traded him to the
Cleveland.
Cavs.
Yeah,
Who might win
Cleveland
the
is
title.
going to be great.
Yeah,
they already are, but they're going to get better.
Yeah, very weird. Here's Devin. Hey, Devin, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go.
Hey, what's going on, boys? I just wanted to say, number one, shout out to Jeannie Buss, the GOAT owner. Number two, Mark Williams is averaging 15 points per game this season, 9 rebounds, and I believe 1.5 blocks a game. He's a killer. He's Rob Pelinka. Jerry West is proud. Jerry West is proud. Dr. Buss is proud today. It's a beautiful day in Lakeland. I'm out.
All right, thanks, man.
Yeah, nice.
Here's Manuel. Hey, Manuel, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go.
I got really excited when Mark Williams was announced last night. I was secretly doing NBA Trade Machine on ESPN with Mark Williams involved because of his low contract. We finally have a true center. Like AD didn't want to be a center, so that's fine. Now we finally have a true center, and he's cost control. That's the perfect part. I love Mark Williams. I love this hire. This is not we're not looking for we're not looking for Dwight Howard. We're not looking for Jokic. This is just a true center. Think like maybe stealing Andrew Bynum.
Yeah.
By the way, that's a good comparison.
And thanks, Manuel. The more I read up on Mark Williams, his upside is through the roof. The only reason Mark Williams, I think, is available is because durability. He's only played in 40% of his games.
Yep.
If, and Mace, you seem to be comfortable rolling the dice with this.
I am.
If he plays, let's say he's played in 40% of the games in 3 years.
Yeah, he's played 23 games so far this year.
If he plays in 50% of the games, if he plays in 41, I think the Lakers win the trade.
Of course.
Yeah, yeah.
But he has, in 3 years, he hasn't played in 40 games.
Be prepared, because you're going to see the box scores for Charlotte, and you're going to see Dalton Connect scoring because he's going to have a green light and put numbers up over there.
I like Dalton.
Yeah, I do too.
Here's Johan. Johan, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go.
Hey, guys. I wanted to give a shout-out to Cal State University Dominguez Hills women's basketball team. They are undefeated, ranked number 3 in the country, 14-0 in conference, and 22-0 overall.
All right.
Nice. There's the Cal State Dominguez Hills segment of the program.
Give the ladies some credit, man.
Good for them. That's
good.
great.
Hey,
now, is that a different division?
That's NCAA.
Yeah,
NCAA,
but it might be Division 2.
Subdivision
2.
By the way, UCLA was in a tight game last night. They're ranked number 1 in the country against Ohio State. Ohio State was 20-1. UCLA was 22-0. Just blew their doors off in the second half in Poly, and so UCLA now is still number 1, still undefeated. Here's Jordan. Hey, Jordan, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go.
Hey, what's up, guys? I just think this move by Nico Harrison was beyond him. You know, looking
I do too.
This is John's theory too.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Hello?
Yeah, you're
go
on,
ahead, Jordan.
Oh yeah. Just talking about the Nico Harrison. I just think it was beyond him. I think NBA viewership was down. They needed a mix-up. They needed a big move.
All right. Well, now you've lost.
Now
me,
you're going
now
with
you're
the
going
script
full
and the
conspiracy
conspiracy, and I don't believe in the
think what
conspiracy
happened,
thing.
Mason and I actually disagree about this.
Yeah.
I think what happened was the owners made it clear, the new owner, Miriam Adelson, who's an older woman who doesn't like sports, she's a casino mogul, made it clear to Nico that she wasn't going to pay one guy $350 million and do what you want with that information, and Nico just made a deal that as quick as he could.
Right.
What I don't understand is why Nico didn't take him to market to offer him to any other teams except the Lakers. There was one report out there he may have offered him to one other team, but still, Michael, that's 2 out of 29 teams.
Because you're not going to get another Anthony Davis.
What do you,
right.
Wait a minute. How do you know? You didn't even offer.
Okay. Wemby's, you're not going to get Wemby. You're not going to get Giannis, right?
We didn't think we could get Luka.
Okay, let's say, Luka, would you trade him for a Julius Randle? See, no. If you're going to trade Luka, you got to get a stud in return.
I think, by the way, Dallas is going to be very good this year.
Yeah.
They improved themselves weirdly because they've added defense, both Max and
rim protection
and
boy.
AD, rim protection. So I like them in the short term for sure. But I think the Lakers have gotten better, not just for now, but down the road.
I think Dallas is going to be in the final and the
Western Conference Finals.
Maybe against the Lakers. How would the ratings be for that?
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah,
Ooh,
Luka versus
that'd
Dallas.
Be the biggest ratings ever.
Oh man.
Yeah. I'm trying to. I'm
salivating.
LeVar Ball. I'm speaking it into existence.
Yes.
Right. Peter, you're on Sports Graffiti. Peter, go.
Hey guys, I think we made a big mistake trading Connect. I think people think he's just a shooter. The guy has a mid-range game. He obviously can dunk as well, and he's only a rookie. I think we traded away. Sorry, Michael, but I think we traded away Klay Thompson 2.0.
All
That's
right.
my take.
Well, Peter, let me give you a couple of thoughts on that. All right, because I'm like you. I really like Connect. Would it surprise you to learn, Peter, that Mark Williams is younger than Dalton Connect?
Oh, a couple of months.
He's 6 months younger.
Oh, woo, that makes him so young.
No. I'm just saying. So you're not giving away anything in age. The other thing is, now that we have Luka needs shots. LeBron needs shots. Austin Reeves needs shots. Dalton's pecking order was going to be low. That's why I think the Lakers feel like we can get away with this. We have enough shooters. We have enough scoring. What we need is a big guy who can defend. And, again, I think they probably went after Walker Kessler, and they couldn't get him.
So real quick.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you, so who's got a higher ceiling, AR or Connect?
AR. I would not give up Austin Reeves. Connect, because the other thing about Connect was they were targeting him defensively.
Right.
Dalton and Austin together, or else you have two guys they're targeting. And now they're going to target Luka.
Right.
So you're going to need some guys that play defense. Jacob, you're on Sports Graffiti. Jacob, go.
Hey, guys. Michael, I was wondering, when you were playing in Italy, did you ever go to Sweden?
No, we never played in Sweden. We played in France, Estonia, Spain, Israel. That was cool. But we never got a chance to go to Sweden. I wish we had a chance to go there.
Okay. Well, I'm here now.
Oh, right.
And,
you're in Sweden. Jacob is in Sweden, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Jacob, what time is it there?
It's about 10:15.
PM or AM?
PM.
PM, yeah.
All right,
the
so
day's
10:15.
already over there, yeah.
Are you in Stockholm?
You guys need to catch up.
Are you in Stockholm?
No, I'm in Malmö. It's right next to Copenhagen.
Nice.
I heard there are beautiful women in Sweden. Is that true?
I'm married, but
yes. Two
Well,
of beautiful
Jacob, we
women, I'm
appreciate
sure.
you listening, man.
Have you ever run into?
I love Sweden.
Have you ever? You been there?
You're very welcome. But I got a riddle for you, Michael.
Yeah.
What would hurt more if it was landed on your head? A ton of iron or a ton of feathers?
Oh, definitely the iron. Are you kidding me?
Can you believe this?
Feathers, I could survive
the
that.
same amount.
Yeah, no way.
It's
still a ton.
Feathers are a lot softer.
You're having a ton of something fall on you.
The feathers would fall on
A
me
ton
and
of
give me
a
a little
thing is
cushion
a
at
ton
least.
of a thing.
The iron would crush me.
The iron would be the size of a shoebox, and the feathers would be the size of an elephant.
Right, and I can at least get out of the feathers. I can dig my way out of the feathers.
Thanks for checking in from
You would
Sweden.
die either way.
Yeah, either way, you're a
Your
goner.
head is as hard as a coconut.
All right, so it is.
Mates, have you seen this?
No.
Okay, so
is this Cooper Flag?
No, it's Mark
Oh,
Williams.
that's Mark Williams.
Cooper Flag's white, Mace.
Oh, I just glanced. I'm not close to that.
Okay, 7'2" in shoes.
Yep.
9 feet 9 inch standing reach. Number one in the combine in 22. 7 feet 6 inch wingspan. Number one at the combine. 242 pounds with 5% body fat.
Wow.
Number one at the combine.
Wow.
So this guy is a physical freak.
Yep.
You gotta. There you go.
There you go.
You got to ask questions as to why he's hurt so much.
Yes.
But if you can get him healthy, that's what you got.
All right, team. It is game time. Are you ready to
Chumba
at Chumba Casino? By the way, I didn't like doing the chumba, so I'm using Greg's
chumba.
Perfect.
Sounds amazing.
It does. At Chumba Casino, the action never stops. Play online social casino games anytime, anywhere for free, no purchase necessary. I was on this thing last night playing blackjack. It was fantastic. Your playbook is stacked. Think bingo, solitaire, slots, so much more. Hundreds of games. You will never run out of action. Here's the kicker. They're dropping fresh games every single week. It's like a highlight reel of fun for you and ready to tackle. Please, plus, there's free daily login bonuses and a sweet welcome bonus when you join. That's what I call fun. Play for free. Take your shot. You could redeem some awesome prizes. So what are you waiting for? The clock is ticking. The game is on. Suit up and take your shot. Let's
chumba.
Head to ChumbaCasino.com. Available only to players in the U.S., excluding Washington, Michigan, Montana, Connecticut, and Nevada, and Canada, excluding Quebec. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
It's a new era and a new buzz around the purple and gold. AP, the Lakers have been rebuilt in less than a week with their new superstar, Luka.
I can't think of a more amazing starting point to build a roster for the next decade.
And LeBron is still here leading the way.
That was really nice of him just to call me right away and welcome me to LA.
But wait, the purple and gold have added another one. The big man they've been missing, Mark Williams. The new look Lakers play here on 710 ESPN.
With the devastating fires that have struck Southern California, there are options for you if you're dealing with food insecurity. It is the LA Regional Food Bank. You can go to lafoodbank.org/fire. We are also looking for collections from you. All kinds of stuff needed for people that are dealing with the fire right now. Please join us in helping our friends and neighbors who are dealing with this tragedy.
That are healthier for you. Right now, get our valuable combo for only $8.99. Waba Grill, it's for you.
Hey guys, it's Cap. Here's the scenario. Your home is flooded and the damage is severe. Now it feels like your insurance company is turning on you. They won't approve a replacement living arrangement and the adjuster leaves you in the lurch. Take a breath and call Avner Gatt, one of Southern California's largest public adjuster firms. Avner Gatt knows how to fight back when your insurance company makes you feel like a criminal, leaving you with no hope of getting into your home and getting it all back together. With decades of experience and a passion for helping people, Avner and his family take the call themselves. So whether you have a toilet overflow, a broken water line, a burst supply line, a broken fire sprinkler, whatever the water damage is, you call Avner Gatt today at 818-917-5256 or you go to avnergatt.com. It's 818-917-5256 or avnergatt.com. You call, Avner answers, he says hello. Your claim is our game. avnergatt.com.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, let's talk ED because millions of men experience it. Did you know that 1 in 4 people seeking treatment for ED are under 40? So you're not alone. And even better, Hims can help. Find the ED treatment that fits your needs at up to 95% less than the brand names when you get started at hims.com/joy. It all starts with an online intake form. From there, a medical provider licensed in your state will determine if ED treatment is right for you. Through hims.com, you can access a full range of treatment options for ED, including daily or as-needed meds through a 100% online process. If prescribed, your medication is shipped to you for free. Millions of men experience ED, but Hims can help. To start your free online visit and save up to 95%, go to hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy for your free online visit. HIMS.com/JOY.
Listen to Mason and Ireland more at 1 p.m.
Juan will look at me at some point tonight and say, "Are you even enjoying this?"
More of Mason and Ireland right now.
God, I found a job for you guys. Michael and Pepe. So Planters is paying. Now, the salary is probably negotiable, but they say they're offering $45,000 a year.
Planters?
Yeah, plus
that's peanuts.
Plus health benefits, travel expenses, and a 401k. The only thing you need to do is drive the Nutmobile around the country. Now, I can see Michael Thompson and Pepe Mantilla in competing Nutmobiles.
Oh, I'd be proud to
Nutmobile
do that.
races.
Nutmobile races.
Yeah.
How about that?
That's right.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
My nuts will beat your nuts.
No, you know why? Because you're not in shape.
Well, I'm in good shape.
You won't fit.
All right.
Oh, that's true.
So you guys know who Zach Harper is? He covers the NBA for The Athletic. He's grading all trades.
Nice.
Here's what he says about the Mark Williams trade.
Okay.
On the surface, this may seem like a wild overpay for Williams. Though often injured, when he's played this season, he's been great. He should be a solid defensive anchor to protect the rim, and he's also a perfect pick-and-roll big man for either LeBron or Luka. I also love this deal for the Hornets as they continue to rebuild. Lakers grade A-, Hornets grade A-.
So a wash.
Good, though.
He's calling that a wash, but an A.
But we need
A-.
Okay, so I'm glad this came up, actually, because that guy called and he said, I hate losing Connect.
Yes.
That was my first reaction when I read the trade, too.
Mm-hmm.
I went, man, they traded Dalton Connect? But then I started thinking about it. When we traded AD, Michael, we didn't have a center anymore.
Yeah, we did. We had JaVale McGee and Dwight
JaVale
Howard.
McGee's not on the roster. No, I'm talking about when we traded Anthony Davis on Saturday.
What do you call Jackson Hayes and Koloko?
Unproven
Yep.
would be the word I would use. And Mark Williams, to a degree, is unproven. But there's going to be minutes for Mark Williams to try and show us what he can do. I'm not sure how many minutes Dalton Connect would have gotten.
Would have gotten, exactly.
So I'm okay with it.
When the Warriors won their titles, who was playing center for them?
Draymond.
And how tall is he? 6'6"?
Yeah, 6'8", maybe.
I mean, center's position now, it's not as how it used to be back in the 80s when you had these monsters in the middle. So you can win a title without a great center.
But you know the basketball gods are probably going to have us play Denver in the playoffs because we always play Denver in the playoffs.
We got to avoid Denver.
And if you pull up Mark Williams' last game against Jokic, he had 20 points, 13 rebounds, and 4 blocks.
What did Jokic have?
I don't know. Look that up.
What day was it?
I don't know. Look it up.
Yeah, look.
Jeez.
I don't know. Look
You're
it up.
talking about it. I'm saying.
All right,
do you
just
think
look
I
it
have
up.
the
Take that
Denver
for
Nuggets
data.
schedule memorized?
You memorized Mark Williams numbers.
Yeah, I thought you knew what Jokic did against him.
It is. I can probably find it, but
I have it right here.
Okay, what do you got?
It was. I think it was this month, Greg, or not? Well, I think it was in January.
Just looking for the box score.
Yeah, okay. All right, he's looking at it.
But I think the only reason, if you're a Laker fan, that you should be that you shouldn't be over the moon happy about these roster moves are, can Luka and Mark stay on the court?
Right.
If you believe they can, this is a glorious day as a Laker fan. If you think that they're going to continue, like Luka hasn't played since Christmas, Mark Williams hasn't played more than 40 games in his career. If you get over that hump, the availability hump, the Lakers are loaded.
Yep.
But it's a big if.
Yeah.
And McMenamin talked about Leroy Sims, the doctor that we hired this year. He travels with us. He's everywhere we go. He's there. He used to be the NBA's lead doctor. Vanessa Brooks, our new trainer, is a doctor. Mike Mancius, LeBron's trainer, travels with us to every game. John Ishop, AD's trainer, we're going to lose. Ish is going to end up going to Dallas. But the Lakers are uniquely staffed.
Yeah.
To give any player the best opportunity to stay on the court. Let's see if they can do it.
All right, Bergman, you got that thing? Oh, good.
I sure do. So in that game,
First of all, was I right about Mark Williams' numbers?
Yeah, Mark Williams' numbers were 20 points, 15 rebounds, 3 assists.
All right, how many blocks?
I'll take that.
I don't have that part of it.
4, I was told.
4 is what, yeah. So in that game, also, Nikola Jokic had 28 points, 13 rebounds, 17 assists.
Oh, he only had 17 assists.
Take that for that.
Jokic, listen to this. Michael, if you were to take every player in the history of the NBA, since it started in the 50s until now, where would Jokic rank as a passer?
Oh, that's a great question. He's the best I've ever seen.
Yeah.
He really is.
He might be the greatest passer in the history of basketball.
He's the best
Not
I've ever
just
seen.
3
big man
blocks, by the
passer,
way.
but
3.
passer, period.
Yep.
The only person I would even put in his class is Magic.
Steve Nash is up there, too.
Mm-hmm.
Magic's the best passer I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Jokic is in his class, and you know
come
who,
on, you can say it. Jokic is better.
than Magic.
Yes.
Well, you played with Magic.
Played with Magic.
You would know better than me.
I mean, you're the one that can say it.
Jokic, I don't know how he sees guys when they get open, before they get open. It's uncanny.
I've had 4...
Yeah, but Magic did the same.
Not as frequently as this guy.
Michael, I've had 4 different people, including you, tell me that Worthy told me this. Others have told me this. Byron. When they got to the Lakers, they were all excited to make a good first impression. So somebody would get a rebound, and they would start sprinting down the court because those Showtime Lakers were famous for fast breaks. And because they'd never played with Magic before, and you told me this happened to you, you're sprinting down the court, and the next thing you know, you get hit in the side of the head with the ball. And you're like, Worthy told me, I didn't even know he could see me.
Right.
And the next thing you knew, the ball was coming right at your head. That's Jokic. He's got anticipation.
Yeah.
He throws they say Patrick Mahomes throws people open.
Yep.
That's what Jokic does.
Yeah.
Magic used to do it too. So Mace, if you
passes to a spot.
if the hoop is where Greg is.
Yep.
And I'm looking right at you.
Yep.
I won't throw it to you. I'll throw it to Brian.
Right.
And knowing that in a second and a half, you're going to be where Brian is.
Right, exactly.
And Jokic has the best anticipation for a passer ever. And you know who's got a lot of this in him is LeBron.
Yeah, yeah.
LeBron is an elite passer that he doesn't get enough credit for. But Jokic might Pepe beat. That's the one thing, Pepe, when we started doing LeBron's games, instead of a visiting player, like we used to see him twice a year, and then we started 6 years ago, we got to see him every game. I didn't know he was that good of a passer until he got here.
He's a great passer.
Who's the best passer you've ever seen? Is it Magic or Jokic?
I think it's Magic.
Yeah.
Wait, by the way, there's nothing wrong with answering either one of those.
No, you can't go wrong.
It's like the debate Mason and I were having yesterday about would you rather be Robert Ory or Patrick Ewing?
Yeah.
You have a pretty good career.
Pretty good deal either way, yeah.
But you said something very interesting. When I talked to Kobe, several times I talked to Kobe, and one of the times
in Spanish or English?
And both.
Yeah, Kobe could speak both.
So, anyways, I said, why do you move and then you know? And he said, because the key is anticipation.
Mm-hmm.
And he worked on that.
Yeah, but
and you just said that word.
Yeah, well, with Magic, and like Worthy and Michael and Byron and all these guys have told me, with Magic, if you didn't keep your eyes on the ball, like a lot of guys, like Michael was the number 1 pick in the whole draft. He gets out of Minnesota. Michael's going to get the ball a lot. But same thing with Worthy, number 1 overall pick in the whole draft. Worthy said, I played at North Carolina for Dean Smith, one of the most fundamentally sound coaches ever, and I played with guys like Michael Jordan and Kenny Smith and all these dudes. He said, until I got to the Lakers, I'd never been hit in the side of the head with the ball. He goes, but Magic, like I'm looking right at you and hit Pepe in the head. It was unbelievable.
That's what I mean.
Right.
And the thing is, now I see more set plays than when Magic was playing, because on the fast breaks, it's just the fast break. Sometimes with Jokic, you see that there are somehow set plays that the players know that the ball is going to get to them.
Yeah.
And Jokic almost always makes the right play.
Yeah.
He doesn't care if he's scoring or assisting.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
He always makes the right play. He's in the top 5 best players I've ever seen in my life.
Jokic.
Yeah.
I think he's the best player there is right now.
Right now, yeah.
Yeah. All right, coming up next for you. I went to the grocery store last night. I saw the most amazing friggin' thing. Really? Most amazing thing.
Cheap food?
No.
Well, so you weren't in Whole Foods.
I'll explain it coming next. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Okay, is it time to sell your house? Maybe you want to downsize. Maybe you want to move. Maybe you inherited a home. Maybe you got traded to the Mavericks. Whatever you need to do, call Seller's Advantage. Seller's Advantage has been buying homes for decades. Their seller reviews speak for themselves. They are people who buy from people and will provide custom solutions that work for the seller's needs. They offer and will buy with cash, and they can close in days. The best part is you don't have to worry about spending money on repairs, preparing your home, or have people coming in and out. There's no agents, just a great offer and a peace of mind so you can walk away happy. So if it's time to sell your home, before you do anything, call Seller's Advantage for a free, no-obligation offer. 888-390-AS-IS. 888-390-AS-IS. That works out to 888-390-2747. Or visit sellersadvantage.com. Don't worry, sell happy with Seller's Advantage.
It's the Travis and DeMarco Show.
Every weekday morning at 9 a.m.
I wish Jackson Hayes was 40 pounds heavier.
So do the Lakers.
Yes, come live with me for a month. We'll put that 40 pounds on you.
You could put Jackson on Luka's diet.
Hang out with Travis. There you go.
Here's what you need. You need Jackson Hayes to hang out with bad Travis, and you need Luka to hang out with good Travis.
It's Trav and D-Far.
Back tomorrow morning after Greeny on LA's Mega Sports Station.
With the devastating fires that have struck Southern California, there are options for you if you're dealing with food insecurity. It is the LA Regional Food Bank. You can go to lafoodbank.org/fire. We are also looking for collections from you. All kinds of stuff needed for people that are dealing with the fire right now. Please join us in helping our friends and neighbors who are dealing with this tragedy.
Hi, my name is Victoria. I am from Sylmar, California, and I just want to say thank you to all the firefighters for everything that you've done. You are so brave, so just amazing and brave, and we appreciate everything you've done for the city.
You know, I want to thank them. You know, without them, the fire wouldn't be the way it is right now. You know, little help like you guys asked for. You know, I got a few bobbleheads, a few jerseys, a few shirts that are brand new, and some baseball cards.
Thank you so much for the first responders and for the firefighters that are helping the community and the people of California and especially Los Angeles. And thank you so much for your work and keep doing what you're doing. You guys are the real heroes.
My name's Alfredo Famath and I'm from Sylmar, right next to the Hearst fire. We got evacuated, but I really want to thank the firefighters for saving my house and my friends' houses. You know, I appreciate you guys, and without you guys, I don't know where to be at, you know, probably without a home, but I really appreciate everything you guys do for us.
What's up, everybody? Cappy here, InsideCrypto.com, and I just want to take a second to thank all the first responders, the firefighters, but I'm going to take another direction here. I was talking about it on the air. Our friends at Lazy Dog and LA Live have been feeding all these firefighters. I'm going to send a shout out to all the wait staff who are feeding the firefighters, who can then feel good, be nourished, go to sleep, and then get out there and fight those fires. So to everybody that's helping, appreciate all y'all.
Hey, Henry Ramos here from El Monte. Hey, first responders, thank you for everything you guys are doing, and keep fighting on. And this is for Los Angeles. Thank you guys, and keep going. We love you, LA.
At work and in the bedroom.
I'm so glad I sent them a text for my complimentary bottle. Text LION to 321-321 right now for your complimentary bottle of Neugenics Total T. Neugenics is the #1 selling testosterone-boosting brand at GNC and Walmart. Do it now, and we'll also send you a bottle of Neugenics Thermo X, our newest, most powerful fat burner ever. Absolutely free. Text LION to 321-321. That's LION to 321-321. It is Mason and Ireland on 710 ESPN. Don't get it twisted, yo. The most downloaded sports radio show in Los Angeles. The podcast, that is.
Mason and Ireland, the #1 most downloaded sports podcast in Los Angeles. The #1 most downloaded sports podcast in Los Angeles, and we thank all of our podcast listeners for that.
If you ever miss a moment, get your fill anytime. Just search Mason and Ireland wherever you get your podcast.
You, Mace. That ages
No,
you.
how does it age me? I don't understand. I like to drink and I like to my cannabis.
You
You're
really
saying
don't, like, you don't drink a lot.
I've been drinking a little bit more lately.
So if you were in the Super Bowl week now, you'd be out every night drinking Hurricanes?
Absolutely. I'd be at drinking Hurricanes. I'd be at the Dueling Pianos place, Pat O'Brien's. I mean, I'd be down there in it, man. You don't like New Orleans? I love New Orleans. I love the food. I start the day with the beignet.
You know,
I get me some Oysters Rock.
Yeah.
It's delicious.
Mason and I were once in New Orleans together. We almost died at the hands of a drunken cab driver, and we were attacked by a dwarf.
Right, and we were attacked by.
Wait a minute.
We were attacked by a little person. Right?
A
We're not allowed to say dwarf.
I don't think.
She
I
was
think it's
she
now
was
little
evil.
Person. Yeah.
She was like we
She
were
was
at the
very mean.
Superdome at a Chargers Saints game, and she's a couple rows in front of us, and she was like cursing at us and hissing.
Right, exactly.
What you guys say to her?
I didn't say anything.
I didn't say a word.
Yeah, why was she cussing at you guys?
We had a whole bunch of Charger fans with us.
Yeah,
and she
we
was
brought
a
Charger
Saints fan.
fans. She was like so angry.
I wish she
Her
would've
little
punched you
self
guys.
was so
She'd hit
angry.
She'd hit you right in the
And then, so we get into a cab and we're going to the airport, and all of a sudden, they turn down a blind street,
A dark alley.
A dark alley.
We thought we were going to be sacrificed to the French New Orleans
It turns
gods.
out the guy took a wrong turn, but we felt like he was taking us down a street where there was no exit.
Right.
So,
Hey, Greg.
Yes, sir.
I have a text
From
Sasha Vujicic.
Sasha!
Yeah.
Hi, Sasha.
He said, "Did you get the wine? It was supposedly delivered today."
Oh, today.
Yeah.
There's nothing in my office. I can go look. And
Yeah.
also,
Parker, go look for the wine.
Yeah,
go
I
look
want
for
some
a
of that.
case of wine.
So, Parker,
here's what we're going to do.
come in here first.
If there's 12 bottles,
Yes.
I'm going to give
5 for me.
No. I'm going to give 4 to the Travis and DeMarco show,
Okay.
4 to our show, and 4 to Sedano
That sounds
and Cap.
good.
So all 4 of us, Bergman, Brian, Mason, me, we each get a bottle. Now,
Hey!
if you want to give away your bottle,
Hey!
What
if you
about
want to
me?
give away your bottle
do you
to
mean?
Pepe or Michael,
Oh,
go
wait a
ahead.
minute.
Unless you
No,
want to
I'm
take
drinking it.
the bottles from the other
Yes,
show.
of
Do you
course
wanna-
we will.
Oh, you're going to steal a bottle from
who are you
DeMarco?
going to steal it from? So right now, here are the 12 bottles
Yeah.
they're earmarked for.
Okay, got it.
Okay, Travis, DeMarco.
Why'd they get 4?
No.
They have
each get
4
one.
people on their show.
Travis, DeMarco, Emily,
Laura's in
and
there right
Laura. Okay, ours are Mason, Ireland, Cohen, Bergman, Sedano, Cap, Lindsay,
now. DeAndre.
and DeAndre. Those are the 12
Oh,
bottles.
Lindsay don't drink wine.
So
I mean,
you're going
not
to take.
Lindsay,
Wait a
no,
minute.
DeAndre.
She's like the spokesperson
No,
for all
DeAndre don't
wine.
drink wine.
Stella
She
Rosa.
literally
I will
does
let
ads
you-
for
I
Stella
want one.
Rosa.
I will
If there's
let
one
the
left.
2 of you take a bottle,
Yeah.
but tell me who you're going to take.
Yeah,
No,
first.
I'm gonna
whose
take it
bottle
for
of
them.
wine do you want to
I'm
take?
taking
Mike?
DeAndre's. He don't drink
I'm
wine.
gonna take
Oh, DeAndre's going to be mad at you.
Exactly.
Somebody's gonna give me a bottle out of the kindness of their heart.
Yeah, not going to be me.
Not going to be me either.
Yeah.
Because
gonna
we
be
polished
Lindsay.
off that
You're
bottle of
over-
Alexander wine.
You haven't met these people. There's no kindness going on around here.
No,
Come
no.
on.
I
I'm
want
taking
my wine.
DeAndre's.
All right, Michael will take DeAndre's bottle, and DeAndre's in better shape than anyone here. DeAndre, you can
By the
pry
way-
it away from Michael's cold, dead fingers.
He probably won't drink the wine because DeAndre works out nonstop. He's on our accountability every
looks like
day.
he's
He's on there.
Hey, Greg, is he coming in today, DeAndre?
Yes.
Okay, so we'll get his thoughts on Michael
Yeah.
usurping
Stealing
his
his wine.
bottle of wine.
He looks like he drinks monster drinks.
So I
We have
work-
monsters in the other room if you want
I go
one.
into the grocery last night. I go into
what'd
the
you get?
Ralph's. I don't go to Whole Foods or any of those places. I just go to like regular
You know
Ralph's.
how I know you don't?
Why?
You still have money.
That's true. That's true. So I go to Ralph's and I'm like, we were going to make, do you know what a Moco Loco is? It's a Hawaiian dish. It's like where you get
so good.
rice and then
They put like egg and
eggs
gravy
and
on
a
top.
steak
Oh,
and
it's
gravy.
so
It's so good. So we're going to make Moco Locos. Go to get some eggs. $9.99 for a dozen eggs. I'm like, are you kidding me? Are you $9.99 for a dozen eggs? And I came across this.
Hasn't the price of eggs been going up for a while?
It's been going up. Yeah, it's up. It's up 65% so far this year.
Okay.
Because of bird flu. or
Yeah,
something.
bird flu. And there was a heist in Greencastle, Pennsylvania.
People are stealing eggs now?
Where thieves broke in and stole 100,000 eggs valued at $40,000. They were taken from a trailer during this heist. And I'm like, you've got to unload those pretty fast. How long do eggs stay
Not very
fresh?
long.
Not
very
long. They've got to unload 100,000 eggs in a hurry.
So they got somewhere to refrigerate them so they can sell them.
Must be, yeah, must be.
That should be easy to find.
Mace, I know you don't go to Costco.
I do not. I'm not a member. I've never been able to get into the club.
24 eggs for $8.
24 eggs for $8 at
Boom.
Costco right now?
Yes.
Oh, man, that's Moco Locos for a month. I like that.
Wait a minute. DeAndre's here.
Uh-oh.
All right.
There he is.
So, DeAndre, do you know what's happening here? Did you hear that last segment?
I did not know.
All right, so Sasha Vujicic is giving us a case of his wine.
Alexander wine,
He owns
delicious.
a winery.
Yes.
And I want one
Cabernet
bottle.
Sauvignon. I've decided, he gave it to me. He gave me the case of wine. I've decided to assign 4 bottles to Travis and DeMarco,
Okay.
4 bottles to Mason and Ireland,
Okay.
and 4 bottles to Sedano and Cap. So
All right.
your Sedano and Cap bottles are Sedano, Cap, Lindsay, and you.
Okay.
Michael says he wants a bottle, and I said, you can take one. Who are you going to take it from? He says he's taking it from you.
You. All right.
So you get no wine. How do you feel about that?
I'm okay with that.
Why? Do you not drink wine?
I'm not a wine drinker. Not
There
that
you
big
go.
a
I
wine
knew
drinker.
it.
He's not a wine drinker.
Most brothers don't.
What do you
see? This is a black
That is
stereotype.
such a stereotype, Michael.
Black on black crime,
Yeah,
DeAndre.
I don't drink wine at all.
No,
exactly.
What do
You
you,
gotta have a
what do
Mo-
you
you gotta
drink?
have a
DeAndre?
Modelo.
Do you drink at all?
I have a little bit of beer here.
Just-
I'm not
So
really
you
much
should
of-
get him a six-pack of something for taking his wine.
I know my people.
Yeah, there you go. There you
Now,
go.
so, DeAndre, now you know where the 12 bottles are going.
Mm-hmm.
Pepe would like to steal a bottle. Who would you recommend he steal it from? So there's 11 bottles left. Michael took your bottle. Who should Pepe steal a bottle of wine from so he can have one?
Steal from Cap.
Oh, no.
He's not. He's a wine drinker.
No.
Cap would call Sasha
He would
and
be
yell at him,
furious.
even though Sasha has
Sasha
no
would
idea
know
who he
it.
is.
Yeah, exactly.
I want to steal from anybody.
Sedano's
Like-
not.
like
Take
I
it from
said-
Lindsay.
Oh, so
Take
Sedano
it
does
from
drink
Lindsay.
wine.
Take it from
Like-
Lindsay.
like
Lindsay's got
I
Stella
said,
Rosa. She's got all the
somebody-
Stella Rosa wine in the world.
Somebody's gonna give me a bottle out of the kind.
Yeah.
Take it from Laura, because that can be Hispanic on Hispanic crime.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
All right.
Thank you, DeAndre.
Michael, I want to play. Can you hear? You're not wearing headphones. Can you hear? Okay.
Yeah, you can hear. He's like the $6 million man. He's got a bionic ear.
I want to know how
It
should
was the woman that had the ear, right? The man had the eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
yeah, that's right. How should Travis Kelce have responded to this question?
Travis, what do you love more, Taylor Swift or phantom 15-yard roughing the passer penalties in the playoffs?
What do you think, Michael?
Well, you got to go with his woman.
You got to go with, but he loves those phantom.
Of course.
Oh yeah.
Now I'm going to play you another Travis Kelce
Okay.
clip here. Okay, Brian, you got this one? So, Michael, he was on his brother's ESPN TV show. Travis was on Jason's show. I want you to tell me if this is a smart, calculated answer or is he being a wuss. All right? Here it is.
Is there anything you'd like to say to the fans of Philadelphia?
Go Birds, baby.
You don't mean that.
No, you know what I mean? I'm a Jason Kelce fanatic, dude.
Yeah.
I love that guy, man. I still got all the green from your guys' Super Bowls and your run in Philly, man. I still got some Philly pride, man. I'm wishing the best for those guys, but it's go Birds.
Yeah, there's absolutely no
What do you think?
chance.
Yeah, there's absolutely no chance he
No,
means
he
that.
should have said, my answer would have been, in advance, I'd like to apologize for your pain on Monday.
There you go.
There you go. That's how
That's
you
a good
do
answer.
it.
No, these fans are in Philly. You know what he should have said?
What?
F you.
F you.
Do you have anything you'd like to
Now,
say to the
where's
fans of the
security
Philly?
to get me out of here?
F you.
Yeah.
That's what I'd like to say. Let's go. Bring it on.
There you go.
F you.
Oh, he's supposed to
That
think.
mean, people in Philly respect that. They booed Santa Claus once. They booed Kobe, who's
I
from
know,
Philly.
They booed Mike Schmidt. They booed everybody.
Beyonce because she was wearing a Laker jersey.
Hey, last thing before we get to What's Up, Fool. Somebody just tweeted me this. Apparently, at Waffle House, we don't have any Waffle Houses in Southern California.
There's tons of them in Texas.
Big
When I used
down,
to live in Texas, they
big
were
down
all over.
south. Yeah, so they are charging a 50-cent per egg charge. So in other words, if you order a 3-egg omelet, they're going to charge you $1.50 on top of the price of what you've already ordered.
Well, so they charge you.
They're charging you by the egg.
Like staying in one of our road hotels.
But
Charge you
it's
$30
already
for
in
an
the
egg.
price.
It's not because eggs went up, so they're charging a 50-cent
So
surcharge
you
on
want,
every egg.
let me have an omelet, but with no eggs.
True, exactly. Well, that's what people.
By the way, how do you guys
decide.
feel about egg whites? I don't even think that's food.
Oh, yeah, I like them.
You're eating air.
If I'm in like get in shape mode, I'll eat. Egg white omelet.
Waste of time.
Yeah,
Why don't
it
you just
is.
eat air?
Yeah.
Throw a little salt and pepper on it, Ireland. A little hot
Salt
sauce.
and pepper on air.
Little
Yeah.
hot sauce.
Yeah.
Hot sauce on anything.
Oh, yeah.
Good. All right, coming up next for you. What's up,
She must
fool?
have some black in you.
What's that?
Spicy stuff.
I
like us.
love the spicy stuff.
Yeah.
All right, so we got What's Up, Fool? We got Bergman's got stuff, and Brian's got stuff, and it's time to talk about Jacob and Ronnie. So, look, right now, you need a friend if you were involved in a car accident, motorcycle accident, an accident at a business, on a scooter, walking, Uber, Lyft, all that stuff, or, frankly, if you suffered an experience with the fire, Jacob is there for you, too. You don't want just anybody to represent you. You don't want like your uncle's neighbor who once got you out of a tax situation. No, you need an expert. And if you're injured in an accident, you want Jacob, 844-24-JACOB. He and his team won't settle for a lowball offer from the insurance company. With Jacob, you never pay a penny out of pocket, so your car gets fixed, you see a medical specialist, and you get back on track as soon as possible. If you prefer to meet in person, you can come to his downtown office or schedule a time for Jacob's team to come to you. 844-24-JACOB. That's 844-24-JACOB. Or visit calljacob.com.
Accident or injury, call Jacob and Ronnie. Call Jacob.
And if you or a loved one has been injured or lost property because of the fires, lawsuits have been filed against those responsible. Please call Jacob for a case evaluation and help to review your insurance policy completely free. Together, we are LA Strong. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN. With the devastating fires that have struck Southern California, there are options for you if you're dealing with food insecurity. It is the LA Regional Food Bank. You can go to lafoodbank.org/fire. We are also looking for collections from you. All kinds of stuff needed for people that are dealing with the fire right now. Please join us in helping our friends and neighbors who are dealing with this tragedy.
For him, I really did, but now as teammates, I can see every day what he do, so I can learn a lot.
The home of the Lakers, Luca and Sedano Cap is 710 ESPN.
Is your vehicle due for service? Is it time to get those wipers replaced? If so, head into your neighborhood Valvoline Instant Oil Change, home of the 15-minute drive-through oil change. For over 30 years, Valvoline has provided quick and convenient automotive maintenance services for busy people just like you. At Valvoline, you stay in your car safe while the expert technicians make sure your ride is at its best. Oil changes, wiper blades, and more. Just pull up, drive in, and drive out in about 15 minutes. Visit SoCalOilChange.com for locations and game-winning coupons off of your next Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-6759. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com
or call 800-575-6759. That's 800-575-6759.
Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
When pain keeps you from doing what you love, Hoag Orthopedic Institute gets you back to you. We are ranked number 18 in the nation and number 1 in Orange County for orthopedic and spine care by U.S. News & World Report. From the surf to the green, our world-class doctors are there, which is why more Californians choose Hoag Orthopedic Institute for orthopedic and spine care more than any other hospital. At Hoag Orthopedic Institute, there is no one better at getting you back to you. Proudly founded by premier physicians in partnership with Hoag. Learn more at HoagOrthopedicInstitute.com.
Switching to Progressive is a game-winning call. And that reminds us of other game-winning calls in the history of sports.
So it was the fourth quarter and we're down by 5. Sweat pouring down my face. Suddenly it hit me. If only I could wrap part of the towel around my forehead. And that's how I became the first basketball player to wear a headband.
Okay, not really a game-winning call, but it was a good call. You can make one too. Switch to Progressive and you could save hundreds. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in all states.
When I wake up, the best mornings in the morning light start with Wrangler. Pull on my jeans and I feel all right. Jeans, jackets, and shirts that get your day started on the right foot. I pull my blue jeans on. I pull my old blue jeans on. Good mornings make for better days. I pull my blue jeans on. I pull my old blue jeans on. Wrangler, for the ride of life.
It is Mason and Ireland on 710 ESPN. Don't get it twisted, yo. the most downloaded sports radio show in Los Angeles. The podcast, that is.
Mason and Ireland, the #1 most downloaded sports podcast in Los Angeles. The #1 most downloaded sports podcast in Los Angeles, and we thank all of our podcast listeners for that.
If you ever miss a moment, get your fill anytime. Just search Mason and Ireland wherever you get your podcast.
What's Up, Fool is brought to you by Dos Hombres Mezcal. It's fate. It's friendship. It's mezcal. Dos Hombres.
All right. Thank you, Brian Cranston. So I'm going to kick it off with you guys today with a couple of NBA trade deadline topics. Okay. So as we kicked off the show, Dennis Schroeder was traded again. His 9th team in 5 years is going to be. And I got a question. Is that worse, or P.J. Tucker was traded 3 times within 5 days this last week?
That is weird.
What's a worse experience, getting 9 different teams in 5 years or 3 different teams in a week period?
The first one's worse because you have to keep moving over and over and over again. The one 3 times in 5 days, you just camp out in a hotel and then wait. Just tell me at the end of the week where I'm going. There's a deadline there. It's easier to manage. In that scenario, Schroeder has an easier time managing his life than, who was the other guy?
P.J. Tucker.
Than P.J. Tucker.
Yeah. What's weird is I agree with John. I mean, getting traded 3 times in 1 week is like, yeah, I'll just, when I check out of this hotel, I'll go to the city I ultimately was traded to. Where did Schroeder wind up? He did move. Detroit. Now, is it possible they'll buy him out?
No, because Utah bought him out and sent him to Detroit. So Detroit,
that was a buyout.
No, well, either
or
that
did they
or
trade?
Detroit wanted him.
Right.
Yeah, Utah didn't want him.
How come they trade him so much?
He's a good player, but he makes a lot of money. He makes like $19 million.
And he says stupid stuff.
He does say stupid stuff.
Well, like he compared the life of an NBA player to being enslaved.
Can you believe
said it was
that?
slavery.
So it's
$19 million to play at these arenas.
It is obscene.
He's a slave. Michael and I are slaves. Nothing could be further from the truth.
Obscene.
Yeah.
What's that, bro?
Yeah, the other NBA trade deadline thing I had is Steve Kerr yesterday after their game had an idea of pushing the trade deadline back to the All-Star break.
It used to be that way.
Okay, so his reasoning was so players aren't traded 30 minutes to an hour before the game.
Right.
But isn't it kind of irrelevant because
he wants it to be pushed back to the All-Star break?
He wants, here's his reasoning. I saw him.
That's how it used to be.
I saw him talk about this. Right.
That's how DeMarcus Cousins got traded.
Right. And then after that,
they changed
it because they didn't want to take any of the focus off All-Star Weekend.
Yeah.
But now All-Star Weekend's a joke. Nobody cares about it.
Right.
Wait a minute. Mac McClung is going for the 3-peat.
That's right.
So, Michael, I think I would move it to like
after the All-Star break.
Well, no, or just the All-Star Weekend starts a week from tomorrow, next Friday.
No, do it after that way. Teams, when they get together during All-Star break, they can
that's
get together and talk and do it after All-Star break.
Well, then you've got the same problem. You could get yanked off the court and told you were just traded.
That's right.
Well, but it's after All-Star break.
Right. But,
It's the same
but
thing.
what he's trying to eliminate is they had 5 guys get pulled off the 4 of them were being sent to Miami, and one of them was a trade pending situation. So he barely had enough players.
That's going to happen at any time.
Right? No, it wouldn't happen if you do it on Wednesday of All-Star Week. There are no games.
But they kind of did that with DeMarcus Cousins,
right?
And that sort of put a damper on his All-Star weekend.
How can you put any more of a damper on the All-Star weekend? The All-Star weekend is like the most
Well,
despised thing
it would be
going.
disappointing if Mac McClung was not going for the 3-peat. How much money will Pat Riley make from that? Mac McClung, the 3-peat in the dunk contest.
He should send Byron Scott a chunk of that money.
Yeah, there's aside from the 3-point shooting, there's nothing I get really excited about in All-Star. And the games, I don't know what they're doing. There's like 4 teams and the Rising Stars, and you're the East, and you're the West, and you're the South. I don't friggin' know.
And the same thing with Kansas City winning the 3-peat for
Pat Riley's making bank on that one. The NFL already licensed 3-peat from Pat Riley.
They did?
Yeah.
They took it from him?
They
paid him.
Bought it from him.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, they licensed it from him. So
if you had that, what would you? If the NFL came to you, what would your asking price? If you had the 3-peat patent.
So it's going to be on all that merch.
Yeah.
All those.
What would it cost?
But I want to buy the
hoodies.
rights to the word 3-peat
from Steve Mason. What would be your asking price? $100 million.
Probably. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Right?
Because they're now, not that it happens very often, but I would imagine there is going to be, if Kansas City wins, so much 3-peat merch out there that whatever Pat Riley gets, it's worth it.
When you bought the rights to SteveMason.com, what did the guy want from you?
Oh, no. You're thinking of when I tried to buy the Twitter handle, Steve Mason.
Yeah, what did he want?
He wanted $5,000.
What would have been an acceptable amount? What would how high would you be willing to go?
I would have been willing to go to $5. I don't care that. I don't care that much.
Really?
SteveMason.com was super cheap. It was like $60 a year or something for SteveMason.com.
Did the hockey goalie have it?
No.
It's just available?
I beat the
Okay.
hockey goalie to
All right.
SteveMason.com, yes.
What's up, Foo?
All right, guys, a little update on Otani, the Ippei Mizuhara situation.
Yeah, he's
actually
getting sentenced today, right?
sentenced
Did it
today,
happen
yeah.
yet?
I haven't. Last I checked, right
I
before
haven't
the
heard
show,
either,
it hasn't.
yeah.
Yeah,
Lock
so
him up!
It's got me thinking. All my friends that are not Dodger fans, the first thing they think of with Otani is still this gambling situation. Even though he's won the World Series now, another MVP. What's it going to take for him to completely rid this, or is it never? Is it going to stick with him for the rest of his career?
It's got to fade. I mean, right now, the only guy I know that still brings it up is Chris Morales. Still brings it up, Ippei. Juan will occasionally make a joke about gambling and Shohei. But I think for the most part, it's past. And you heard the recording of him talking to the bank. Did you hear that? Ippei talking to the bank,
saying he was Shohei,
claiming he was Shohei to the bank. What do you think the sentence for something like that is going to? I don't even know. What will the sentence be for Ippei?
When I was looking before, I think they were shooting for like around 5 years.
I was going to say 5 to 10.
For impersonating him?
For taking all his money,
stealing
we took
all that
$17
money.
million from him.
Yeah.
Did he get it back? Shohei?
No.
No.
He gambled it away.
Yeah.
Jeez.
And Ippei can't pay it. So I think 5 to 10 years, somewhere in there.
So basically, Shohei is Sergeant Schultz on Hogan's Heroes.
I know nothing. Most people, I mean, Mason's the exception. Most people think Shohei knew something.
I don't believe he knew something. I don't believe he knew something.
Mason also doesn't believe that Pete Carroll knew Reggie Bush.
It's just because I know how to read. I absolutely read the NCAA report on it, and there's no linkage to Pete Carroll.
Yes, and that means because the NCAA is so efficient.
Well, you don't think they'd bust him if they could bust him? You
They
don't
did
think
bust him. They put him on suspension.
Right, but they never said Pete Carroll knew anything. I think, but and on the other front, I don't believe Otani knew anything
I
about
know.
this. You believe Otani knew about.
And you believe Lee Harvey Oswald acted alone?
I do, but wait a minute. So you believe that Shohei Otani knew what
Something.
Ippei Mizuhara was doing?
He knew so. I don't think he knew the extent or the details. but
Do
he knew,
you think he knew he was gambling?
I think he knew he was gambling his money.
You had to know that.
Yeah.
They were together every minute. They were together every minute of every day. How would it never
You've
come
heard
up?
the recording. He's pretending he's
So
Shohei.
if Julio was gambling your money, you wouldn't know about it?
Sure, I see the bank accounts.
Well, there you go.
I personally do.
If Lisa was gambling my money away, I wouldn't know.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You don't. I look at him like once a month just to make sure
So
everything's
wouldn't
okay.
Shohei know his closest confidant?
I don't. Again, I just don't know how you, if you're Shohei Otani, not get busted by the feds if you're in on gambling.
Maybe they look the other way.
Why did the feds not draw any linkage between Shohei Otani and what Ippei was doing?
Because they got Ippei.
Right, but the feds could have brought down Shohei if he actually knew about all this.
Right.
What incentive do the feds have to not implicate Shohei
Because he's the
Otani?
biggest baseball star in the world.
The federal government, the feds, the FBI they'll overlook that? I don't believe so.
I don't think
No,
so.
I think if you're working for the feds, you say a crime was committed. Who perpetrated the crime? It was Ippei. And you
Yeah, I
lock
would
him
say,
up.
who's the accomplice? The accomplice is Shohei Otani.
Wait, he was an accomplice to losing his own money?
No, you're saying he knew that this money
think
was
he knew
being
Ippei was
gambled,
gambling.
and
Yeah.
Ippei was gambling on baseball.
think
So
the
you
Sergeant
think
Schultz line-
you
Yes.
think Shohei knew that Ippei was gambling on baseball?
I do.
Because that would be an outrageous scandal.
Yeah,
No,
but
I think he
I
knew
don't
he
believe
was
Shohei knew
gambling.
anything.
Yeah, I don't know if he knew what the bets were placed on. I just think he knew he was gambling.
You think
I knew that-
you think he knew that Ippei Mizuhara was stealing money from him,
I do.
millions of dollars. He was gambling, and he was gambling on baseball.
Yeah, I don't know if he was gambling on baseball. I don't know if but I think he knew.
Ippei was.
I think Shohei knew Ippei was gambling.
And he considers this a gift. Why is he pressing charges?
He's not. The feds are.
So why would the feds not have overturned? Why would they not have found what Shohei was
The
doing?
$17 million.
What did Shohei do?
Knowledge of money of his being used to gamble on baseball.
How do you get to Shohei's money?
You're a personal assistant or whatever. Did you hear the tape of Ippei saying this is
He was
Shohei
signing-
Otani?
he was signing documents.
He was signing documents. He was calling. He was.
And Shohei trusted him implicitly, like he was giving him forms to fill out and stuff. But
I really think Otani knew, but I don't think he thought that he was betting on baseball.
I think he knew he was betting, but he didn't know what he was betting it on.
What's up, fool?
Oh, I got one more here for you guys.
'Kay.
So tonight we'll find out the 2025 NFL Hall of Fame class. Shout out Antonio Gates. He deserves to be in there. Hope he does.
Oh, yeah.
Torrey Holt, I think, is going to be in that class
there's a couple
tonight.
good ones. They came out with the first ballot nominees for next year now, 2026. Let's see which one of you guys would be first
Let's hear
ballot.
it.
Okay.
Larry Fitzgerald.
Yes.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Drew
100% in.
Brees.
Yes.
Frank Gore. Drew Brees.
Drew Brees and Frank
Yeah,
Gore
yeah,
both
yeah.
locks.
Yes. Frank Gore in.
LaShawn McCoy.
No.
Todd Gurley.
No.
Didn't
Phillip
do it long
Rivers.
enough.
Who?
Yeah,
Phillip Rivers is a tough one.
Yeah, he's
That's
in.
where
I
I feel
think
like
he
it
will
gets tough.
eventually get in, probably not first ballot.
And the last one, Bill Belichick.
Oh,
Yeah. For his first
yeah.
ballot Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
So,
If there's something higher than
So
first
fi-
You know,
ballot,
I saw an interview today with Peter King. Remember Peter King from Sports Illustrated? He said Bill Belichick got mad at him for something he wrote about Spygate in 2006 and has not spoken to him since.
Wow.
Said and King admitted, he goes, it made doing my job very hard because the Patriots were the best team in that era.
Yeah. Now that list you gave, only 5 guys can get in. How many
believe
guys?
so, right.
How many guys did we say
So
got
how many
in?
say Fitzgerald's in?
Isn't
Breeze
Eli
is
Manning
in.
on that list too? Oh, you're
he's
talking
on
about
for
next
tonight.
year. He's on
Yeah,
tonight.
he's on
Yeah.
for
All right. So
tonight.
wait, do we give more than 5 that we said yes to, or just 5?
I think you gave just 5, actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Good. All right. That's it.
That's
right?
it.
Yep, that's what I got for
We're
you.
By the
done?
way,
All right, good.
If only
Thanks.
5 guys get in the Hall of Fame every year, shouldn't 5 guys sponsor it?
Shouldn't. Oh, five. Oh, yeah.
That's
5
actually
guys.
not the world's worst
No,
idea.
yeah. The Hall of Fame class brought to you by 5 guys. Yeah.
There is a big name who is about to be bought out in the NBA who, like Michael, is a former number 1 overall NBA draft pick.
Interesting.
Like, first
Really?
pick in the whole draft. Would you take a flyer on him?
It's not LeBron, is it?
It is
Easy
not
now.
LeBron. I will
Easy
tell you
now.
who it is coming up
Mason,
next.
Ireland, 710 ESPN.
The City of Stars has a new superstar.
Just for Kobe to know my name was amazing for me. And, I just wish Kobe and Gigi were here to see this moment. I'm excited about this new journey. Happy to be here.
The home of Luca and the Lakers is 710 ESPN.
ESPN LA and Beverly Hills Ortho are teaming up because we want to know who's smiling in SoCal. Go to ESPNLA.com and nominate who you think is making LA a better place. Could be a mentor, a teacher, a coach, a good Samaritan, or you could nominate yourself. You could win prizes like sweet tickets, Sonic Care electric toothbrushes, whitening treatment, or the grand prize, Invisalign. Enter now at ESPNLA.com, and remember, you're always smiling at Beverly Hills Ortho.
I'm Doug Hopkins.
And I'm Damon Lyons, and we want to buy your house.
If you're considering selling your home for any reason, let Seller's Advantage show you a better way to sell your home.
With no agent fees, no commissions, no hassles, and no repairs.
Just a fair cash offer that can close in just a few days. We don't just promise more, we deliver a much better customer experience.
Check out our Google reviews and see how.
Call Seller's Advantage or visit sellersadvantage.com for free, no obligation cash offer.
Don't worry, sell happy with Seller's Advantage.
Dad, are you having that dream again?
Come see what the fun is all about at Rotolo Chevrolet.
710 ESPN, your home for the 17-time world champion Lakers.
KSPN Los Angeles, a good karma brands radio station.
Hi, this is Matthew Stafford of your Los Angeles Rams. This is Mason in Ireland on your home of Rams football. 710 ESPN.
All right, it is a big Thursday. Lakers versus Golden State tonight. No Luka, no Mark Williams yet. Everybody else is good to go, though, I think. Is anybody out? Anybody? I think everybody's good to go, right?
With the center position now, Arnold, did they cut Jameson since Mark Williams is
Trey
coming on board?
Jameson?
No, they sent out more players than they have coming in. They sent Cam Reddish and Dalton Connect out, and they're only bringing Mark Williams back. So now they have an open roster
So when
spot.
Williams is activated, they'll have 4 centers on the roster?
Yeah,
Koloko,
well, but
Jameson,
Koloko
Hayes,
and
him?
Jameson are on 2-way deals, so
I
they
know.
can only be up 40 games a year. But there is a player out there and available where he's working on his buyout right now.
Okay.
Mike, I want you to go last.
Oh, I know who it is.
Pepe, would you take a flyer on Ben Simmons. He's about to be bought out by the Brooklyn Nets.
Yeah, I think Ben Simmons is a very good player. I was telling Mike that the only thing that I don't understand is why he doesn't shoot.
He can't
Well,
shoot.
it's because he is shooting a sparkling
Mace.
24%
No,
from the
but
field
I mean,
this year.
Ben
it's
Simmons,
something-
yes or
it's
no?
mental.
No.
We got an open restaurant. Greg,
Very,
Ben
very
Simmons.
good, Pepe. Very good player, Ben Simmons. I mean, that's a little out on the limb. No, absolutely zero chance. You do not put even a flyer on this man.
Ben Simmons, Brian Cohen, yes or no with our open roster spot?
Not into it at all.
Michael?
Of course I would.
Of course you would.
Pepe said it right. He's got a mental block when it comes to shooting. I'd work on him. This is what you pay coaches $7-8 million a year for. Coach him up.
We've got like 12
Exactly.
assistants.
I would take a chance on him, Pepe. He can play.
Me too. John, he's a very smart guy.
Yeah.
Now, Mace, this may be your thing about he makes too much money.
Yeah.
Because I think he probably makes more than the Lakers
Right,
can
you
afford
can't
to pay him.
you can't bring in somebody.
No, you can bring him in for a veteran minimum.
No, you can't. They can't have been making more than the mid-level exception.
Even if he's bought out?
Correct. Even if he's bought out,
that's a new thing in the new
You can't bring
CBA.
anybody in that was making more than $12.8 million.
That's a stupid. Well, what's these rules in?
This stupid apron.
Yeah.
Well, they're trying to penalize teams that are spending a ton of money.
Right.
So that's one of the ways
Yeah, but
they
I would
do
take
it.
a chance on him if I'm a player. I'll coach him up. I'll try to salvage his career. He still can pass. He can rebound.
Michael says he can fix Ben Simmons.
I can fix him.
Everybody in the league has tried, but Michael can do it.
Mace, this isn't even close. He makes an average annual salary of $35 million a year.
Who, Ben Simmons?
Yeah, because
Oh,
he signed a 5-year contract with the Sixers back
Yeah.
in the day.
So he's going to be bought out for real.
Yeah, the Nets are going to buy him out. He may be done. He may be going back to Australia.
Yeah. So here are other potential buyout candidates.
But Rich Paul's
This is
his agent.
Feb 6. Okay. Some of these guys I don't even know. You might. Jaden Springer.
I sold him short. He makes $40 million, Ben Simmons.
Jaden Springer. Anything?
No.
Yeah.
Anything?
I
Trey
like-
Jones.
His dad was pretty good.
Anyone?
Nah.
Trey Jones?
Nah.
How about Marvin Bagley?
He just got picked up by somebody.
Right, but apparently it's he currently rostered by the Grizzlies, but they're
Yeah.
thinking about buying him out. Alex Len, he's big.
He's not a terrible player. He might work for a backup center.
How about Seth Curry?
He's
he'd
getting
be
bought out.
perfect for us. Is he getting bought out?
Yeah.
He is.
Yep.
Really? By
Yep.
the Hornets?
Let me see
Yeah,
here.
Hornets.
This is
We just saw him last week.
currently
He was in Charlotte.
currently rostered, expected to be bought out.
Yeah,
He's
I
a
would
good
take a full.
three-point shooter.
I would because you can always use 3-point shooters.
Oh yeah,
of course.
yeah.
Yeah, I would think about that one.
So those are some guys that are out there. And, of course, if you're just tuning in, the Lakers completed their overhaul. Really, it was an overhaul. They had Mark Williams, center from Charlotte, who has been pointed out has an injury history, but when healthy is kind of a – I mean, this year when he's played, he's like 18 and 10 on a pretty regular basis. So they've added a big man, and, of course, they added Luka Doncic as well. They did send Dalton Connect out in the Mark Williams trade, and some people, at least on my Twitter timeline, are still they're upset that Dalton Connect got traded.
Well, you got to give something to get something.
Yeah, exactly.
I also was sad to see Dalton Connect. I was sad to see AD and Max go.
Yeah, me too.
But look at what you're getting back.
Yeah.
I mean, you're getting Luka Doncic, one of the top 3 players in the world. And in Mark Williams, you're taking a flyer on a guy that if, and I know it's a big if, everybody's already hitting me up. Ireland, how can you ignore his
I am a
injury
believer.
history?
I'm on Mark Williams Island.
Yeah, you are. You're
I am.
completely ignoring his injury history.
No, I'm
but-
not. I just believe he's a perfect fit.
Wait a minute. How can he be a perfect fit if he only plays 40 games?
Because he's healthy and he's playing right now.
For this month.
And he's over, and he apparently got that foot thing worked out.
He's only played, 23 games this year?
23 games.
Out of what do they play, Greg, 60?
Yes, right around that.
Right around there, yeah.
So I think it's a risk.
Well, he missed a chunk of the beginning of the season.
Yeah, I think it's a risk worth taking. The Lakers need size, and this guy's a physical freak. And if
48 games.
48
they
games
played
they
48,
played.
and he's played in less than half of them?
Yes.
Okay.
Word is Lakers, Suns, Bucks, Wolves interested in Ben Simmons.
So
Lakers,
maybe
Suns, Bucks,
maybe there is a
Wolves.
mechanism by which the Lakers can get him.
Lakers, Suns, Bucks, and Wolves.
Michael, you got to get to work.
I have a question for you.
you got work to do, man.
Do it.
Maxi Kleber, is he going to play this year?
No, he's got
No, but Greg, you said that they're going to reevaluate him in a couple of months.
8 weeks.
8 weeks, he'll be reevaluated.
Pepe, I'd be surprised if he plays this year. He's got a broken foot.
Yeah, it
but
doesn't
he
seem
actually
like
is a good shooter and a good defender.
He's a very good defender.
Yeah. So
Cavs have interest in Ben Simmons if bought out.
Cavs.
People can obviously sign him.
Yeah, no, you can. Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
you
There's
read
some.
that.
Well, I mean, some cap guy.
Are the Cavs above the apron? That's
if he
what all
goes
that
to the
matters.
Cavs, he's never going to play.
No.
They're loaded now, and they just picked up DeAndre Hunter.
Yeah.
Right.
So you said Lakers, Cavs, and who?
Lakers, Cavs, Wolves, and Bucks.
Bucks.
And Lakers, Suns, Bucks, and Wolves.
I guess
Lakers, Suns,
maybe
Bucks, and
somebody
Wolves.
thinks they can fix him.
Yeah,
Everybody
I do.
Everybody has tried.
Yeah.
They should give up on people too soon.
Wait a minute, it's too soon. How long has Ben Simmons been in the league?
Well,
I didn't give up on him too soon.
This is a good question. Greg, look that up. How long has Ben Simmons been in the league? What is a sample?
I just had it.
What is a sample size where you can make a determination on somebody? Like Mark Williams has been in the league 3 years. Mason has decided that even though he hasn't played more than 40 games a year, that the Lakers can fix him.
This is his 7th year.
7th year.
Ben Simmons has been 7 years. He
Well, he
made an
didn't. He
all-star
didn't
team.
play in 21-22, so it
He made
looks
an
like
all-star
it's
team early in his
eighth
career.
year.
He was the
Eighth
number 1 overall pick in the draft. Is that enough of a sample size to make the determination that he can't play
He's averaging 6 points, 5 rebounds, 7 assists,
and can't shoot?
and can't shoot at all.
He's shooting 24% from the field.
But he
Because
would be
he
good.
never
He would
No,
be
he's
a
shooting
good defender.
54.
Because he
from the
never
field.
shoots.
Pepe, I don't think he's taken a shot outside the paint in 3 years.
Yeah, I know.
He actually has a 0% on 3-point percentage because he hasn't taken one in 2
Yeah,
years.
he's shooting 139 from 3. Yeah, he does
1
not
for
take
39?
threes.
He has to do something
That's even worse than
mental,
Michael.
man.
Michael in his career was 1 for 13.
Oh, that's right. That's
My
right.
toes weren't on the line. I was shooting from half court.
So
Oh,
what's
my
Ben's
God.
excuse?
No, because he doesn't shoot threes.
Now Bronny
He
has a
doesn't
higher
shoot, period.
three-point shooting percentage than Ben
Exactly.
Ben
Exactly.
He's playing better.
That's right.
Yeah.
He's a very good player, right, Pepe? Very good.
No, I'm not saying that he's
You
a
did.
very- no, you're making fun about Ben Simmons. He's a very good player. He is. He's a
He
great
was.
passer.
He
At
was.
one
He
point.
won
college.
Rookie of the Year.
He's afraid of shooting.
Yeah. Well, and get this,
yips.
Pepe.
Afraid
the
of shooting.
game.
I know what you're
Pepe, I'm
involves
afraid
a
of
lot
I'm
of
a-
shooting.
I'm afraid of doing heart surgery on you because I can't do it. Ben Simmons can't shoot. He
But
shouldn't
he
be
can,
shooting.
maybe he can be fixed.
But how did he
It's
average 18
something
points a game
mental.
one time?
He was dating Kendall Jenner. His confidence was high
you
back
go.
then.
Yeah. All right.
Ben Simmons.
I want to talk a little. Look, we haven't talked to Michael or Pepe about the Super Bowl, which is Sunday.
Okay.
P.S. The Super Bowl is Sunday. I don't know that anybody in
Boy,
L.A.
did
is
you ever
focused
think
on it
the
right now.
NBA could pull the attention off of the Super Bowl the way
It's
they
amazing.
have?
It's amazing.
The Lakers did.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
Crazy.
did. All right, so we'll do that coming up next. Mason, Ireland, 710 ESPN.
If you're in the market for a reliable car, you got to talk to my friends at Toyota and the Southern California Toyota dealers. Every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care. Toyota Care is a no-cost maintenance plan that covers all normal factory-scheduled service for 2 years or 25,000 miles, whichever comes first. Basically, Toyota Care will keep your Toyota running, well, like a Toyota. Explore their full line of vehicles and find the best local offers today at Toyota.com. You can get a truck, a car, an SUV. Just visit your Southern California Toyota dealers. Or again, Toyota.com. We make it easy. Toyota, let's go places.
It's a new era and a new buzz around the purple and gold. The Lakers have been rebuilt in less than a week with their new superstar, Luka.
I can't think of a more amazing starting point to build a roster for the next decade.
And LeBron is still here leading the way.
That was really nice of him just to call me right away and welcome me to LA.
But wait, the purple and gold have added another one. The big man they've been missing, Mark Williams. The new look Lakers play here on 710 ESPN.
And it is Island Super Week on 710 ESPN. Callers number 7 right now. you get to pick a square on our Island Super Square board for your chance to win fabulous prizes from Island's restaurants. Island Boy! Who has the coldest beer in town? Of course, our favorite Island's restaurants with those frosty mugs of beer paired with the best burgers and fries. It's time to visit Paradise. Callers number 7 and 10 and keep listening for your chance to win on 710 ESPN.
Hey guys, it's Cap. Here's the scenario. Your home is flooded and the damage is severe. Now it feels like your insurance company is turning on you. They won't approve a replacement living arrangement and the adjuster leaves you in the lurch. Take a breath and call Avner Gatt, one of Southern California's largest public adjuster firms. Avner Gatt knows how to fight back when your insurance company makes you feel like a criminal, leaving you with no hope of getting into your home and getting it all back together. With decades of experience and a passion for helping people, Avner and his family take the call themselves. So whether you have a toilet overflow, a broken water line, a burst supply line, a broken fire sprinkler, whatever the water damage is, you call Avner Gatt today at 818-917-5256 or you go to avnergatt.com. It's 818-917-5256 or avnergatt.com. You call, Avner answers, he says hello. Your claim is our game, avnergatt.com.
Why do we grill to order at Waba Grill? Because it's just better for you. Our Asian-inspired menu has high-quality proteins that are healthier for you. Our steamed vegetables and signature salads are made fresh for you. Our sauces are more flavorful for you. From sweet and spicy to fiery hot. Right now, get our Value Bowl combo for only $8.99. Download the Waba Rewards app or order online at wabagrill.com. Waba Grill, it's for you.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin.
Billy, your gas light's on. We need to stop and fill up.
No way, Jen. Gas around here is too expensive. We can make it a little further.
Billy, listen to your big sister. You don't need to drive all over searching for the lowest gas prices. Do what I do and use Upside.
Upside?
Do you live under a rock, Billy? Upside is the hottest cashback app out there. It's free to download, and you get real cash back for every gallon of gas you buy. I use it all the time, and I've already made around $200.
You can make that kind of cash back just for buying the gas you have to buy anyway?
Yes, I'm looking at the Upside app now, and there's a gas station at the next exit offering 25 cents per gallon cash back.
Okay, I'm stopping to download Upside and fill up my tank. Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code GO to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, to PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code GO for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code GO for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
So Mark Real from Real Fathers writes, I always say on the air, you have to have the right family law firm that is going to get you the happiness you deserve and the justice you deserve.
Really, the legal system is designed and set up for fathers to fail. I set out to create a firm and to create something that would help all men navigate that successfully.
We have a new phone number for Real Fathers Rights.
833-ESPN-710.
And RFR710.com.
Yes, RFR710.com.
It is Mason and Ireland on 710 ESPN. Don't get it twisted, yo. The most downloaded sports radio show in Los Angeles. The podcast, that is.
Mason and Ireland, the #1 most downloaded sports podcast in Los Angeles. The #1 most downloaded sports podcast in Los Angeles, and we thank all of our podcast listeners for that.
If you ever miss a moment, get your fill anytime. Just search Mason and Ireland wherever you get your podcast.
Oh, you know what I just found? I heard, I found Pepe's up close and personal with Luka Doncic. So here that is. It's in Spanish. Listen.
¿Qué sientes de estar aquí hoy?
Muy emocionado. Ha sido unos días muy interesantes, pero me da mucho gusto estar aquí.
Okay, Pepe.
So what do you say?
What translate?
I'm full of emotion. There's been some very interesting days.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm really happy to be here.
Yeah.
So they really did Luka bad. So we were talking about this yesterday. I'm curious what Pepe and Michael think of it before we get into the NFL thing.
Yeah.
They trade Luka in the middle of the night after, Michael, he had done everything they asked for years. He made 6 All-Star teams. He made 5 All-NBA first teams. He took them to the Western Conference Finals. He took them to the NBA Finals. He was great in the community, and so rather than work with him to find a solution to get him out, They trade him in the middle of the night and cost him $115 million. For that reason, I think Luka's going to play with a chip on his shoulder. Wouldn't that motivate you?
No, he's going to be fine. He's going to sign a 2-year deal with the Lakers extension, and then he'll be able to go back in and make up that $100 million he lost out for.
Right, but it is kind of getting screwed.
But I mean, if he breaks his leg, and
you can get an insurance policy to protect himself. But if he signs a 2-year extension, Mace, when he goes back in with the Lakers, he can sign. He'll be eligible for 5 years, $400
So
million.
he'll get his money back. The one thing thought I would have is that I thought they were disrespectful to him out the door.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not part of our culture. He doesn't fit. He doesn't make our culture better. Whatever it is that Nico Harrison
That's
said.
an
You
insult.
didn't need to say that. Why would you even say it? Why would you say anything? Hey, we made a basketball trade. Period.
Right.
Not he didn't fit our culture, and our culture wasn't this.
I told you the other day, I would be very shocked, and I haven't heard it yet, but I would be stunned if anybody who works for the Lakers says anything bad about AD or Max.
They better not.
Anything.
No.
I love those guys.
Yeah.
And I know Rob liked them. And it makes you just said it. You gave him the line.
Yeah.
It's a basketball trade.
Yeah.
We think Anthony Davis is a better fit for us right now than Luka. Luka's an extraordinary player.
Yep.
He's unbelievable.
Yeah, they paid him no compliments out the door.
But it's for the
They never
future.
said thanks
We
for
understand
everything
that.
you've done for the franchise.
We think at this point in our franchise that AD, we needed a defensive big man, and there's nobody better and available to us than AD, and so we're this isn't like everybody says this is a bet against Luka. That's
Right.
the narrative. And what if I was Nico, I would have said, I keep hearing people saying this is a bet against Luka. I don't look at it that way. This is a bet on Anthony Davis.
Right.
That's his cover. That's his political cover.
Sure.
Luka, and I would have praised Luka. I would have said, Luka is an unbelievable player.
Thank you for everything he's done for the franchise.
Without him last year, we don't make it to the NBA Finals. Without him 2 years ago, we don't make it to the Western Conference Finals. But we think going forward, we needed an elite big man. And the only way I was going to get Anthony Davis, who I represented when I was at Nike, was to put Luka in the deal. But I have no ill feelings. So I'm going to root for Max Christie and Anthony Davis every time they play, unless they're playing us.
And that's what the Lakers are doing, because the Lakers have class into doing that.
I hate that
Michael,
word, but I'm not going to accuse the Mavericks of having no class, but I'm going to.
But I mean, for what I
Call me
said.
sometime. You don't have any class.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
And Michael,
Rodney.
you didn't answer the question
What's that?
because he asked you, is Luka going to play with a chip in
Oh
his
yeah, of
shoulder?
course.
Yeah.
Of course he's gonna be ticked off, especially when the
I would
Mavericks
be.
come in.
I would be.
Yeah.
Yeah,
absolutely.
it would motivate me.
And by the way, it would bug me if everybody's on TV talking
So
about my
Mace-
weight and I'm too fat and I'm out of shape. It's like,
So when Dallas comes in a couple of weeks, are you gonna go to the game?
I am.
Mace?
I'm going to be there Saturday.
Will you stay for the whole game?
I'm going to, and
No
I'm
way.
staying for the whole game on Saturday
I'll put a
because
note
I don't.
on that.
are not.
I absolutely am because I don't want to miss if something
What if the Lakers are up 30?
What if Luka
No, that's
goes
okay
for
if he leaves.
Luka
If
goes for
Bronny
50?
gets in the game, you're heading to the
Luka
door.
hits a game winner. I want to be there for that.
How are we going to know that you're going to stay there?
Yeah.
I don't know. People in the suite will know, right? Won't they know? Won't they report on me?
We need somebody to be filming you.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Somebody's got to shadow you.
No, I'm there, and it's so weird. Juan never comes to games, and this
And
happens.
you had planned this before the trade.
Oh yeah,
right?
this happens to be the game that Juan is going to go to
he
with
is?
me. Yeah.
All right.
So I'll bring him around to see him.
You bring him down so he can wave to Pepe. You'll have two.
Oh
of you
yeah,
He'll be the only one.
Two people waving,
Yeah.
exactly. All right, so Super Bowl is also happening. It's down in New Orleans, and Kansas City is a slight favorite. I think I've seen a point and a half, something like
is what I
that.
saw today, yeah.
Over the Philadelphia Eagles and Saquon Barkley and Jalen Hurts and
How
those
did we
guys.
do last week on our picks? I think I went 2-0.
I will look it up, but in the meantime, tell me about what you think Sunday.
Well, let's put it this way. I'm thinking Kansas City is going to win, but Philadelphia has a chance. But, Pepe, they have to be up by 9, basically 2 scores with 5 minutes to go. If they're up by 1 score, like 1 possession score, with 5 minutes to go and the ball's in Patrick Mahomes' hands, forget it.
I am not betting against Patrick Mahomes until he gives me a reason. I know he lost that one Super Bowl to Tampa Bay, but that game was never even close. Every other big game, Patrick Mahomes has come up big. Give me the Chiefs, Greg.
I am 1,000% on the Chiefs. The Chiefs they're just that team right now. As much as the Eagles are playing really well, I got the Chiefs.
How can the Eagles win it if they do win it?
Saquon Barkley.
Saquon has to go off.
Did you hear my prop bet yesterday? Do I have the right side of this bet? Over-under on Saquon's longest run, 23.5 yards. I say over.
Oh, yeah, he'll get over that.
All right, Brian, who are you taking?
I'm going to take the Chiefs. My heart wants to pick the Eagles, but I just can't. Yeah, like Michael said, the ball's in Mahomes' hand, last drive, or a couple minutes left. It's over.
It's the black magic.
That's
You like
four
that?
Chiefs. Pepe?
Voodoo.
Everything in life comes to an end.
Oh.
Do you agree? Do you agree?
Everything seems to end at some point,
Everything
yes.
in life comes to an end.
Mhm.
And this Sunday is going to be the end of the Chiefs.
Oh, the end of the Chiefs.
I mean,
wow.
on the Super Bowl run.
They are through.
On the
They are
Super Bowl
finished.
run.
Yeah,
you
on
know
the
what
Super
I
Bowl.
mean.
Yeah, no, they won't
so
win.
I'm going with the Eagles. Okay?
This is the end.
Yeah, I'm going with the Chiefs. I assume they're going to win. They got the officials on their side. I think that helps. Don't you think, Michael? They do have the
Yeah, they do
officials.
get some calls.
They have Taylor Swift.
Those calls. I love this guy. He says,
I think it's massaged.
The calls are massaged.
Yeah. What's the over-under on how many cameos for Taylor Swift for this game?
Oh, I don't know, but that's a good.
gotta
That's a
be a
good bet.
bet.
It's
That's gotta
it's
be a
going to be
bet.
big. Although the steam seems to have come out of
Really?
that a little bit. Don't you think, Ireland? Has the steam come out of Taylor
many
Swift
cameos?
on TV? It's like we get it. She's there. All that.
I will say it again. If I was producing a Kansas City Chiefs game and I didn't show Taylor Swift a minimum of 10 times, I should be fired.
No,
She
not
is
10
the-
times, 20 times.
She is the biggest global star in the
course.
world. I had a story a couple of weeks ago that the amount of screen time she gets is not that much. I think
No,
it was,
it's
it
seconds.
it was under a minute.
Yeah.
For a 3-hour game. She's the biggest star in the world. If you don't show her, you're an idiot. I mean, I always laugh when I was a sideline reporter. I would get these like super famous people.
Wait a minute. Is she a bigger star in the world, Pepe, than Messi? In the world.
Right now, yeah.
Yes, she is.
Think Africa. Think Asia with soccer.
You mean
Michael,
where-
she is a global icon.
I understand that, but I'm asking, is she bigger than Messi? The biggest star in sports.
I don't think
in the
so,
biggest
because
sport.
in Africa, I don't think they're
Right. They don't know who she is.
Well, they might know who she is, but in Africa, every country plays soccer.
Did Messi generate $2 billion by playing soccer last year like Taylor Swift did?
I'm sure he did around the world. He probably did.
$2 billion?
Oh yeah, heck yeah! You guys
Billion with a B.
Yes.
Billions.
You don't know how big Messi is, man, around the
Well,
world.
you know how
all
big
over the
Taylor
world.
Swift
Yes.
is.
With
Yeah.
endorsements and all
That
that.
is-
Exactly.
and the other thing is half the country doesn't know women don't know who Messi is. Men and women know who Taylor Swift is. My wife couldn't tell you who Messi is if you walked in
Well, I
right
guess
now.
there's no question in this country
Well, in
Taylor
this-
Swift is
we're
bigger,
talking
right?
the world. You
But
said
you're
the
talking
world.
worldwide. She went and did concerts.
think it's
Oh,
massaged.
sorry about that. I hit that button by accident. It's massaged. No, she played Asia. She played everywhere.
She didn't play Africa.
Well, let
She
me-
did not play.
you go.
No, I don't think she played
That's a-
Africa.
that's a pretty big continent.
Let me. You mentioned about your wife. If you were married, you were young, and you had kids that are playing soccer, they want to meet Messi.
right?
See, that's
Yeah,
a
no,
difference.
but what if your kids are girls?
Oh,
They wanna meet
There's
Messi.
Pepe.
There's Pepe. This is the end for the Chiefs. It's all over. Take that to the bank. The Chiefs are
Pepe
through.
has declared
Okay.
It's the end of the
end of the Chiefs.
Sunday.
era.
Turn that up,
Sunday.
Brian.
Yeah.
It's
Never
right
seeing
there.
a Super Bowl again.
End of the Chiefs.
And on Sunday,
Is this one better or the
Hey,
mirror for the Lakers?
Brian, if the Chiefs win, you've got to get Pepe's prediction,
Yes.
Chief highlights,
Yeah.
and that song.
yeah.
playing
Yeah.
in the background.
but
Them
These
lifting the
guys are back
Lombardi.
Monday. There's
But
a Laker
after-
game Monday.
after the game, when the Eagles win,
Yeah.
you're all gonna remember me forever.
And you got to play that song.
We'll remember you for a while. For a while, Pepe.
That's a great song, by the way.
That is a good song. Yes.
Or La Di Da.
La Di Da is correct.
Las Puertas.
What is that?
The Doors.
The Doors.
Oh.
By the way, Michael, you were 2-0 in the
Yes, I
conference
knew it.
championship
I'm good
weekend.
at this. I should be a
Was
gambler.
anybody 0-2?
Pepe?
Let's see, Washington, Buffalo. Yes, I was 0-2.
Was I might have been 0-2. I picked Washington, I know.
Ireland, you were 1-1. You had Kansas City, but you had Washington. Nobody else. The only other person that went
Kansas City
undefeated.
cover?
Laura and Kansas City, Buffalo plus 1.5. So Kansas City carried that game.
Who was Pepe?
Pepe was Pepe. I'm sorry to report.
I know.
You were 0-2.
I know.
What a great time. He's back.
So
This is the end.
take it to the bank.
Come on.
If you're going to listen to somebody this weekend, listen to Pepe.
Yeah.
You're taking the Chiefs, right?
I am.
All right. So we made 6 people pick, and Pepe is the only one who picked.
Well, of course, I mean, I have the right to pick whomever I want.
No, I'm not disputing
Just like you
that.
did last
Dynamite
week when you went
drop
0-2.
in, buddy. The Eagles are doomed.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah,
the KOD
poor
of the
Eagles. That is kiss of death there, Pepe. You're on a roll.
No way, the Eagles are going to win. Ask Andre.
Ask who?
Who?
I mean, no Andre.
DeAndre?
Andrea?
DeAndre.
Yeah, Andre?
Well, he knows, ask him. He's an Eagles fan.
That's true.
He is. He is.
So his vote doesn't count. And he doesn't like wine.
This just in, Pepe's picks this year, he was 27% correct.
That's Mike. Right?
You got 27%.
That's Ben Simmons level.
You are the Ben Simmons picking games.
You pick like Ben Simmons shoots.
That's what you want to be compared to. Ben Simmons shooting.
Ben Simmons, who Pepe says is a very good player.
He is a very good player.
Very good.
He's a very good player.
He can rebound. He can pass.
He's a very good player.
Yeah, he can defend. He just can't shoot.
Can't shoot.
Yeah.
Can't shoot.
Well, you look at Rodman. Look at him.
Yeah, but Ben Simmons doesn't rebound like Rodman or defend like Rodman.
But he's a good defender.
He is a good defender.
He is a good defender. Yes. Yes, he's a plus defender
He's
for
so
sure.
good he defends against himself.
Yes.
You're right.
All right, coming back next. I don't know what we're going to do. What do you want to do, John? I don't know what you want. What do you want?
Well, it's been a while since we've recapped the trade.
Yeah, we should do
I got
that.
something.
Michael brought
something
some.
that was on a survey, and I wanted to compare it to all you guys.
Okay, Michael's got a survey. That's coming up next. In the meantime, let's tackle the age-old question, what do I get her for Valentine's Day? Do not stress, because I've got the Ben Simmons jersey. Yes. Send foolproof flowers from the Books Company. And your Valentine's Day will be special and remembered, and she will love you for it. You right now can get 25% off your whole purchase from the Books Company. They make it so simple. Choose the Quickie bouquet. With the click of a button, get their best-selling bouquet right on time for Valentine's Day. Quickie she'll brag about for weeks, or pick from their collection of unique modern designs, or go to their flower subscription program. That is the #1 husband life hack. Be the hero every month. When she gets her flowers, you cannot go wrong. I was over at the bookstore on Robertson today in Beverly Hills. Beautiful stuff. And I saw the flowers. They're not just any flowers. The flowers are cut fresh from where they grow the best. So you can get bigger, brighter blooms that last longer. Some are even grown on the side of a volcano. I was talking to Robin over there at the bookstore today. She says that's down in South America where they grow flowers on the side of a volcano. Your Valentine's is going to be thrilled. Valentine's Day is February 14th, right after the big game. So do not fumble the flowers. Get your order in now. Go to Books.com. Use my promo code ESPN for 25% off. That's BOUQS.com. Promo code ESPN. Books. Promo code ESPN. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
When it comes to the NBA, Lakers and Luka, Sedano is all over it.
Luka Doncic, the newest member of the Los Angeles Lakers. Obviously, it's been a whirlwind the last couple of days or whatnot with you. What are you most excited about, though, playing with the Lakers?
I mean, just playing for the Lakers. You come here, you can see all the names, all the legends that play here. You see the trophies, so it's a big motivation just to be here.
The home of the Lakers, Luka and Sedano and Cap is 710 ESPN.
Hey, John Ireland here. Inheriting a home can be overwhelming, but Seller's Advantage makes it easy. One customer shared, inheriting a home felt like too much work. Seller's Advantage gave us a reasonable offer, handled everything, and closed in 3 weeks. I highly recommend them. Skip the repairs and the headaches. Call Seller's Advantage, 888-390-AS-IS, or visit sellersadvantage.com for your free cash offer.
Don't worry, sell happy with Seller's Advantage.
DRE number 01961658.
Prize Picks is the best place to get real money sports action. With over 10 million members and billions of dollars in awarded winnings, Prize Picks has made daily fantasy sports accessible to all. You just pick more or less on at least 2 players for a shot to win up to 1,000 times your cash. Run your game all season long on Prize Picks. And with the big game almost here, it's now or never. Don't miss out on the last football game of the season with Prize Picks, the best place to win cash while watching the big game. Prize Picks is also giving away a free free pick for the big game where one of the starting quarterbacks will only need to throw for 1 yard to win. If you're correct on at least one more projection, you can win real cash. Check out the promos tab to tail any of our Super Sweat Millie Winners big game lineups. If you tail a lineup that goes 3 for 3, you can win a split of $1 million in promo funds. Download the app today and use code TRAV to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code TRAV for first-time users. Prize Picks. Run your game.
With Progressive Customer Service, there are lots of ways to connect with us, so you never have to miss a second of your favorite sport. Because you'd much rather watch a ball go through a net 124 times in 48 minutes when you don't really have to pay attention until the last 2, and then somehow those 2 minutes will take an hour. You don't want to miss all that. Luckily, you can chat with Progressive on our app, online, or over the phone without missing a single one of those times the ball goes through the metal circle. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Did you know your skin is the largest organ of your body? Huh? That's why you should shower with Old Spice Super Hydration Body Wash instead of plain old bar soap. Love your skin by super hydrating it with vitamin B3 and glorious notes of vanilla and shea. Did you know that my super hydrated skin is the second largest organ of my body? The first is my heart. Old Spice. Men have skin too. Old Spice Super Hydration Body Wash. 24/7 renewing moisture. With daily use.
Accident or injury, call Jacob and Ronnie. Call Jacob.
Hey, it's Mason. Rain, go away. But until then, you should know accident rates triple in bad weather. People also wait 3 times longer to make a call after a rain-related accident, which is the worst thing you can do. If you or someone you know has been in an accident, call my friend Jacob and Ronnie immediately. The longer you wait after an accident, the worse off you'll be. Call Jacob immediately. 844-24-JACOB, 844-24-JACOB, or call jacob.com.
Call Jacob.
Listen to Mason in Ireland more at 1 p.m.
Juan will look at me at some point tonight and say, "Are you even enjoying this?"
More of Mason in Ireland right now.
So I got squares. Tell me how these look. Philly 1, Chiefs 0.
21-10.
Good. 21-10.
Good work.
Philly 6, KC 1.
No good.
1 is tough.
The 6 is bad. No,
Yeah.
the 1's okay. 21-31.
How about Philly 6, KC 3?
Good one.
Yeah, that's a good one, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel good about
6
this.
is not a great number.
No, 6 is bad.
you'd wanna
And
lose.
for some reason, I signed up for 6. I took a column and I put 3
No,
in the
you
same
never do that.
column.
You gotta
yeah,
spread 'em
it's
out. You can't take
super
columns.
big mistake on my part, but we'll see. Berglund, you get any good numbers?
Not very many good numbers. I have Kansas City 7 and Philly 1. So
That's
that one's
pretty good.
That,
21-17.
not bad.
21-17,
I got a
the
Kansas.
The one you want is 0-0.
0-0.
Yeah, that's the bet. Deshae got that one.
Oh.
So I have Kansas City 1 and Philly 0. That one's not too bad. I also have Kansas City 2 and Philly 8.
That's not a winner.
terrible.
That's
and
a
then
bad
the
one.
worst one for me is Kansas City 6 and Eagles 5.
Yeah, no, 5 is
6 and 5
is
is
really
terrible.
Tough. 5
terrible.
is really
Really
tough.
bad.
Yeah, I seems like
35-6, Greg. That's what you're hoping for.
35-6.
I'm in favor of more gambling. How do we gamble more?
Let's
on this
make our
game?
own
Let's
squares.
make our own. Let's do our own thing.
You want to do squares? We
yeah,
can do squares.
do squares. Draw them up, Greg. We'll do
There's
squares.
one-
Brian,
there's
draw 'em
there's a
up,
bunch
Brian.
of
Brian
empty-
up, Brian.
There's a bunch of empty squares behind
Oh,
you.
yeah, there's squares right there.
Yeah, but that's for the Islands
Oh, okay.
giveaway.
Okay.
So no, those are gone.
So, Michael,
Yeah,
you
but
had
there's nothing written in
there's
them.
nothing written
That's
there.
what I'm
Yeah, I
saying.
got something.
We could use them.
All right, what do you got, Mike?
According to an interesting survey that came out by usnews.com about coworkers and the most annoying habits a coworker can have. And let's find out who in this room, between the 6 of us, these 5 categories pertain to.
Okay.
Ready? Number 1. Who is the most annoying coworker when it comes to gossip?
Gossip.
The 6 of us.
Morales.
Morales is I
He
mean,
uses gossip as a weapon.
He does.
Yeah.
As a weapon.
does.
Wow.
He does.
Who is the most annoying coworker when it comes to being a complainer? That's another category.
Probably Trav.
You think Trav?
Does he complain?
He doesn't complain about
He doesn't
the
complain about
job.
other people. He just complains about his own life.
Right. Is it complaining at work about stuff?
Cappy, he complains about his weight all the time.
Lindsay complains a lot.
Yeah, no, that's a good one. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
So it's
staying
Lindsay.
away from that.
Yeah,
Third.
me too. I want
Who is-
no part of that.
Who is the most annoying coworker when it comes to the habit of being a credit stealer?
Oh, that's me. Yeah, I want credit for everything.
Yeah.
And if I had nothing to do with it, I still believe I had something to do with it. So, yeah, that's me.
And fourth, who is the most annoying coworker when it comes to being a lunch thief?
Does anybody do that?
I don't think anybody steals lunches around here.
Well, someone has. We would have to ask Steph.
Right,
she
would
kind of
know.
runs the place. She would know.
And the fifth category they said is most annoying for coworkers is being an over-talker.
That's me.
Well, we're in the business of talking.
But
No,
over-talking each other.
I never shut up.
Yeah,
That's
never.
gotta be
What about a most annoying coworker when it comes to falling asleep?
me.
Oh. Hey, John,
Does
wake
anyone
up.
else fall
Pay
asleep besides
attention.
me?
No, I think you own that market
Yeah.
to
That's
yourself.
Sleep at night.
Yeah, I didn't sleep at all.
Yeah,
last
no,
night.
you sleep-
Zero sleep last night.
None?
None.
What is wrong with you? And then you fall asleep in hour 3. Why
Yeah,
can't
I
you
haven't
just
today,
Why
and
don't you?
I have a
No,
game
you're
tonight.
wide awake. But why don't you pretend at night? It's
the show.
Yeah, it's 2 o'clock.
I'll try it tonight.
It's 2 p.m.
Yeah, I'll try it tonight.
Time to not up.
You always fall asleep on our flights, don't you? On the Laker flights.
I don't.
You
That's
don't?
part of the problem.
Oh, you don't sleep on
Yeah.
the flights?
Yeah, Michael does. Michael gets a lot of sleep. Me
I-
and Trudell are never asleep.
I don't
I'll
ever
look
sleep
around-
on planes.
I'll look around on the plane, like if we're flying overnight from like Philly,
Yep.
and Trudell and I will be the only ones awake.
You don't sleep?
Zero.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he's not. He doesn't sleep. He
And
sleeps
last
0
night,
period.
I tried this new. If you take
Oh,
the
boy.
same sleep gummies all the time, then you get a tolerance for them, and
Sure.
they don't work.
Yeah.
So my favorite sleep gummy didn't work 2 nights ago. So last night I tried this other thing. It didn't work at all. I'm gonna
Really?
chuck it. Yeah, it's something Chris Ward gave me to try.
Do you get a little buzz when you do it?
No.
So wait a minute.
I
The
think
sleep
you're
gummy
taking
doesn't give you a
CBD.
buzz.
It gives me. It
Are
does-
you doing CBD or are you doing THC?
I'm doing CBD, CBN, 20 milligrams.
Oh,
Yeah.
and no THC?
I don't know. I'll have to show it here.
It might
I'll
so
show you, I'll show you.
to make
There's
CBD
gotta be-
work. To make CBD work, you
There's gotta
need
be
there has to
some
be
THC in
a
it.
slight bit of
the
THC.
the stuff that Chris gives me, my favorite one, knocks me out all the time.
Right.
I'll show it to you.
Okay.
You can
Yeah,
just-
Yeah, that's a CBD gummy. That's
Yeah,
why
not a
you're taking so
THC
many
gummy.
milligrams.
All right, so Mace, that's the one I. That's the one
It's probably like 20 to 1 CBD to THC.
Oh, no, it's not.
What is it?
No, that's not.
What is that gummy lacking?
20. How many of these do you take?
One full one. They
Okay.
say they told me to take a half, but I take a full one.
That's 20 milligrams of THC.
Oh, it's 20 THC.
20 of CBN and 20 of THC. Dude, you're a stoner.
But I took a full one 2 nights
And
ago
it didn't work.
because I've built up a tolerance
Yeah.
to it.
Does it make you hungry? Do you wake up and eat?
No,
No?
no.
Yeah.
You know what I watched last night because I couldn't sleep? Remember the movie No Way Out? With
Oh,
Kevin
it's so
Costner?
good. Yeah, he's hiding
Where
in the
Gene
closet
Hackman,
and
Gene Hackman's the Secretary of Defense, and he kills Sean Young.
Right.
And they try and cover it up.
Yep.
But it turns out there's a huge twist at the end. Well, it came out in 1987. I could probably say it. Kevin Costner is, for the first 2.5 hours of this movie, or 2 hours of this movie, he's one thing, and at the very end, you find out he's another.
Right. And isn't it the chief of staff, Will Patton, who's the one that...
Yeah, who's obsessed with Gene
Obsessed,
Hackman.
yeah. And doesn't that have a big limo sex scene? Or
Ireland
isn't
does.
there a limo scene in that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can pass this around, but don't tell people on the air what this is about. But this is a picture of Lucas's first practice with the Lakers.
Okay.
Oh, God. Oh, God. Let me see. Let me see.
Did you see he was hitting half court shots?
Oh, my God, Michael. Michael.
Somebody said it to me.
That is not right. That is not
That is
right.
really bad, Michael.
Be kind
Yeah,
to
that's
Luka.
right.
That's a joke.
Be kind to Luka. He hasn't
here's
even,
what I
he hasn't even been on the floor yet.
Here's what I said to Michael the other day.
Okay. We're just passing phone.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Oh, God.
Good one.
Pepe.
Oh, well,
We can't tell you
All
folks.
right, Game of Games is coming up
yeah,
next.
we can't tell you anything that just happened.
likes it.
Mason, Ireland, 710 ESPN.
All right, if you're hiring, you got to use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter uses powerful matching technology to quickly find and send you the most qualified people for your roles. And right now you can use it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/LA. The best thing about ZipRecruiter is it finds you qualified candidates fast. How fast? 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within 1 day. So speed up your hiring process with ZipRecruiter. Again, ZipRecruiter.com/LA. ZipRecruiter.com/LA. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire.
Sedano and Cap.
Today at 3 p.m. after Mason and Ireland.
Here's my kind of overarching thoughts from watching Luka, from talking to Luka. He's still processing this situation. Now, don't get it twisted, okay? I think once he hits the floor, it is on. Like, whatever he's processing, that's not going to affect him on the floor. Like, he's a killer. But it seemed fairly obvious if you watched or you listened, or certainly when you were there, that he was stunned by this. And when Brad Townsend, the Dallas reporter, asked him straight up, like, hey, there's this sense that you would have left. Would you have signed the Supermax? And he's like, yeah, my intention was not to leave. I still think, and understandably so, is still dealing with the processing part of, man, this is crazy.
The LA Afternoon Takeover. That's Sedano and Cap.
On 710 ESPN.
When pain keeps you from doing what you love, Hoag Orthopedic Institute gets you back to you. We are ranked number 18 in the nation and number 1 in Orange County for orthopedic and spine care by U.S. News & World Report. From the surf to the green, our world-class doctors are there, which is why more Californians choose Hoag Orthopedic Institute for orthopedic and spine care more than any other hospital. At Hoag Orthopedic Institute, there is no one better at getting you back to you. Proudly founded by premier physicians in partnership with Hoag. Learn more at HoagOrthopedicInstitute.com.
You never expect a Hail Mary pass to win and end the game or getting into an accident. Hey, it's Trav with DeMarco.
Only one all-star defense team you can call to defend you. The Personal Injury Law Offices of Joseph S. Normand. Visit NormandLegal.com or call 213-747-2000.
Don't get sacked by others. Joseph will help you achieve the maximum compensation you deserve. Visit NormandLegal.com or call 213-747-2000. That's 213-747-2000.
Let Joseph and his team score a touchdown for you.
Texting enrolls you in a recurring automated marketing text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
The team's looking good this season.
I think so. Man, I miss playing football. Being young with unlimited energy to burn. Ever since I turned 40, I just can't find that fire I used to have.
Think it could be lower testosterone?
What do you mean?
All guys lose their edge when they turn 40. The body has less testosterone. That's why I take Neugenics Total T.
I've heard about Neugenics. That really works?
Since I started taking Neugenics, I'm lifting like when we played for Coach Carter. I feel more energized at work. It's even spiced up things between me and the missus.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles for people to try?
Yep, send a text. It's that easy.
Text LIKE to 42424 right now for your complimentary bottle of Neugenics Total T. It's the #1 selling testosterone boosting brand at GNC and Walmart. Do it now and they'll also send you a bottle of Neugenics Thermo X, their newest, most powerful fat burner ever, absolutely free. Text LIKE to 42424. That's LIKE to 42424. These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
710 ESPN.
And it is time for Game of Games on the #1 sports radio show in LA, Mason. Game of Games presented by CallJacob.com.
Call Jacob.
Everyone loves a fighter, but in this town, winning matters, especially after an accident. So remember, anyone can fight, but CallJacob.com is here for you when you need a big win. After an accident, go to CallJacob.com or call 844-24-JACOB. That's 844-24-JACOB. We got the jingle.
Call Jacob.
Thank you. Game of Games time. Take it away, Mace.
All right, here we go. It is Game of Games time. It is Michael Thompson's game today. Michael, what do you got rolling?
The trading deadline was today, so let's talk trades. Some multiple choices, some buzz in. Are you ready, Ireland?
Okay.
Yes, sir. Go for it.
All right, buzz in. You go to vocational school to learn what?
Mason.
A
trade.
Yes. Multiple choice.
The game's about trade.
Get it.
So we're going to start, huh?
That's bad.
Yeah, we're starting.
Multiple choice. The most traded player in NBA history was who? Dale Ellis, Trevor Ariza, or Chris Gatling?
This one is Brian.
Ariza.
Greg.
What was the first person?
Dale Ellis,
Okay, I got it.
Ariza, or Chris Gatling?
Ellis.
Mace.
Gatling.
I'm going Gatling. Pepe.
Gatling.
Who is it, Michael?
It is Trevor Ariza.
Trevor
Nice
Ariza.
job, Brian.
Wow.
You got it.
Sir.
Brian got it.
Yeah.
Well, Brian's got one. Mace's got one.
Multiple choice. How many times was Ariza traded? 11, 12, or 13 times?
Greg.
13.
Mace.
11.
I'll go 12. Pepe.
12.
Brian.
13.
Greg, you guessed, right?
Yeah, 13.
All right, what is it, Michael?
It is 11.
Did
That was
anyone get
me.
it?
Yeah.
11 is 11.
All right, Mason's got 2.
Buzz in. What controversial trade overseas is taking place as we speak?
Wait.
Mason.
Ireland.
Mason.
Tariffs against China.
No.
Ireland.
Ireland.
Brexit.
That's trade
Nope.
deal, right?
Anybody else got a guess?
3, 2, 1. Israel, Hamas trading hostages.
I guess so.
Yeah, okay.
It's a trade. That's right.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Multiple choice. The USS #1 trading partner is who? China?
Mason.
No,
No,
multiple
it's
choice.
multiple choice.
China,
multiple choice.
Canada, or Mexico?
Mace.
Canada.
China. Pepe.
China.
Brian.
Mexico.
Greg.
China.
It is Canada.
Yep. I
You
knew
got it?
that. Yeah.
Okay. You're way ahead. 3-1.
You said
Mason's got
Canada?
3. Brian's got
Boy,
1.
I
Nobody
know.
else has
I know
any.
trade.
Buzz in. When two countries are arguing about imported goods, what do
Mason.
we call it? Mason?
Tariff.
Nope. What do we call that?
Oh,
3,
I know. Yeah.
2, 1.
It's a trade war,
Trade
right?
war.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Think trades, boys. Trades.
Trades.
Yeah.
Trades. Trades.
Right. Multiple choice. How many times was I traded in my career? 1, 2, or 3 times?
Pepe.
Pepe.
3 times.
Brian.
3 times.
Greg.
2.
Mace.
2.
2.
It is 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everybody answer here. Yes or no.
Okay.
Was LeBron ever traded?
Brian.
Ooh.
No.
Greg.
No.
Mace.
Yes.
I'm going yes. Pepe.
No.
It is yes. He traded, sign and trade to Miami.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh.
Mason's got 4. Ireland has 2, and Greg and
What,
Brian have 1 each.
what did the Cavs get back?
A bunch of draft picks.
That paid off.
Buzz in. Buzz in if you know. 2 NBA franchises were traded for each other. Which?
Ireland. It's the San Diego Clippers and the Boston Celtics.
That's right.
Oh.
Ireland knows his history.
Within a point here.
That's right.
No, you have 5, I have 3.
Oh, okay.
Buzz in. When your girl dumps you for a richer, handsomer guy, what do we call
Ireland. She trades up.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's right.
5 to 4.
Multiple choice. Jesus was even traded. His freedom was traded for a criminal named Barabbas. The crowd chose Barabbas over Jesus to be freed. What was Barabbas in prison for? Murder, robbery, or treason?
Pepe.
Pepe.
Well,
No, it's a
multiple choice. Go ahead.
Oh, multiple choice.
Go ahead.
Well, say it again.
What was Barabbas in prison for? Murder, robbery, or treason?
Robbery.
Brian.
Treason.
Greg.
I'm going to trust Pepe here and go with robbery.
Mace.
I'm going treason.
I'm going murder.
It is murder.
Oh. Have you tied it?
I did.
Oh, wow.
I
had such a good lead there for a while.
I don't think I have
Buzz
one.
in if you know. What was the trade called when Winthrop was traded for Valentine?
Who?
Ireland.
Ireland.
$1.
Nope.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
What was the trade called?
Oh.
3, 2, 1. Trading places.
No, but that's the name of the movie. That was a poorly worded question, but go ahead.
No, trading places.
Well,
Trading.
Is that a complaint?
He's complaining.
Oh.
That's okay. I don't care. According to Reddit,
And we know we can trust that.
multiple choice. The most commonly traded lunch item is what? Everybody can guess here. Well, no, it's multiple choice. Pizza slices, chocolate milk, or chips.
Mace.
Chips.
I'm also going chips. Pepe.
It is chips.
Brian.
Chocolate milk.
Greg.
Chips.
It is pizza slices.
No.
Who's
Really?
trading
Oh, wow.
pizza? You eat the
Everybody
pizza.
guess
Right,
here.
I would keep that pizza.
I'll give you 3 hints if no one can guess fast. The first 6-team trade was featured around which player? Hints: he was a guard, shooter, half and half.
Ireland. It's your son, Clay.
That's right.
Half and half.
Half and half. Multiple choice. Scottie Pippen was not drafted by the Bulls. Who drafted
Ireland.
Scottie? No, it's multiple choice.
Okay.
Who drafted Scottie, then traded him to Chicago, Utah, Seattle, or Phoenix?
Pepe.
Utah.
Brian.
Utah.
Greg.
Seattle.
Mace.
Utah.
It was
Seattle.
It was Seattle. Ireland knew
Greg got
all
both
along.
got it.
Buzz
Mace,
in.
I'm up 7-5.
Buzz in. When two people are arguing and cursing at each other, what are they doing?
Mason.
Greg.
Mason.
Trading insults.
Yes.
7-6.
Buzz in. Sailors used to rely on what?
Greg.
To reach, Greg.
Trade wins.
Yes.
Oh,
Greg's
good.
got 3.
That's right.
All right, how many more you got? You got a
Bunch
bunch?
of 'em. Buzz in. If you get the hints, eggs, bread, milk, vegetables, meat, anybody, Bueller, eggs, bread, milk.
Mason.
Ireland.
Yes.
Trader Joe's.
Yes.
Groceries. We're tied at 7.
Wow.
Multiple choice. In the 1400s, the slave trade started in which country? Portugal, Ghana, or Senegal?
I'll go first. Senegal. Mace.
I'll try Ghana.
Pepe.
Ghana.
Brian.
I'll try Ghana.
Greg.
I'll go Senegal.
It is Portugal.
Is it
Nobody
really?
got it?
Yes.
Really?
That's
Nobody
so
guessed
weird. I mean, I was at the gates of no return in Ghana at
Yeah, that's the use of, but it started in
Cape
Portugal
Coast
in the
Castle.
1400s. Multiple choice. The silk trade originated out of which country? Japan, Indonesia, or China?
Mace.
China.
I'm going China. Pepe.
China.
Brian.
China.
Greg.
China.
It is China.
Everybody got that? All right. Let's do 3 more, which means the only people still alive. Pepe, that was the first one you've got.
I know.
Oh, wow.
Wow, it was almost a mantilla.
Yeah. Oh,
All
wow.
right. So Mason and I have 7, and Greg has 4.
This is
Let's
the
do
end.
3
the end
more.
for Pepe.
Yeah. So Greg, you gotta go opposite of us.
Yeah.
All right. Here we go, Michael.
All right, here we go.
That's a
Buzz
final.
in. This player is considered to be the greatest acquisition ever in a trade in all of sports.
Ireland.
Ireland?
Wayne Gretzky.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Hints: black, American, tall.
Mason.
Mason.
Greg.
Kareem?
No.
Greg.
Greg.
Shaq.
No.
Is it Wilt?
Pepe.
Pepe.
Will Chamberlain.
Nope. Bill Russell.
Bill Russell.
Okay.
He was acquired in a trade?
Yeah. All right.
Multiple choice.
I'm
2
out.
more. Greg, you're out. All right. So this is me and you, Mace.
Okay.
2 more.
This is the last one.
Okay.
Oh, this is the last one. Okay,
Multiple
this is it.
choice. Which team traded Bill Russell to Boston? Syracuse, Cincinnati, or St. Louis?
Mace.
Shoot, you know this too. I will say St. Louis.
You're right. It is St. Louis.
It is St. Louis.
There you go. Somewhere in my head,
All right,
I had.
do you have a
that.
tiebreaker?
Yep, got a couple of them.
Okay.
The Herschel Walker trade that sent him to Minnesota involved how many players and draft picks?
Oh, is this?
It's the
This
tie-
is the
okay.
tiebreaker.
tiebreaker.
Okay.
All right. I got a number.
Okay, I got a number.
What'd you write down?
11.
So did I.
Oh,
All right.
yeah, it was 11. Huh?
If it's not exactly 11, I'll take 13. You take 10.
Okay.
Okay.
It is 18.
got
18
it.
draft
You got
picks
it.
and players.
Okay. That was close.
Yeah, it was close. Yeah, that was a good
Pepe,
game.
you didn't get one right?
I got
No, he
one.
got one right.
Jeez.
He got one
Well, I
right.
remembered 11, didn't you?
I
Yeah.
remembered 11 also.
I
That's the
bet
number
you
that stuck in my
It
head.
was 11
Players
players and then the
draft
picks.
picks.
The draft picks
I,
added up.
I
yeah.
remember 11. On that
Yeah,
one.
but
Yeah.
you got to throw in the
But I
draft
only
picks.
got one.
Pepe, as for you,
And that's a final.
yeah, he's done.
It's the end. It's the end. This is the end. Come on.
Oh, Pepe.
If
Oh,
the Eagles
or
win, it'll be
la-di-da.
your greatest
Oh,
moment
my
in
God.
show history.
I
Oh, yeah.
so
Oh,
want to
yeah.
see you lose now. I am so invested in Kansas City
No,
just
no,
to see
no,
Pepe.
Pepe went 0-2 last week. Is the only one picking the Eagles.
Yep.
If they win, it'll be your greatest achievement in Mason
Yeah, it's
Ireland
okay.
show
It's
history.
okay.
Oh,
I'm
good
not, you know,
luck.
What if the
Good
Chiefs win like
luck.
40 to 3?
Oh, can you imagine? Now, what's coming up next, Bergman? Are we mixing it up with who?
Sedano and Cap.
Oh, Sedano and Cap. Excellent. So we'll get Sedano and Cap in here. You guys hang on if you want to. Game of Games is brought to you by Jacob and Ronnie. Everybody loves a fighter. In this town, winning matters, especially after an accident. So remember, anybody can fight. But Jacob is here for you when you need a big win after an accident. Go to calljacob.com or call 844-24-JACOB. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
This is the end, beautiful friend.
Don't miss Travis and DeMarco.
It's T-Raj and D-Far.
Are you going to say it's bright because Luka's white? You got to admit, when you saw Luka in that Laker uniform, like, damn, that's bright. I've never seen those colors pop like that.
Weekdays at 9 a.m.
On 710 ESPN.
Hey, it's D-Far. The best sports trips aren't just about the game. It's about the whole experience. With Absolute Sport, that experience is built around you. Whether it's an El Clasico match followed by a night in Madrid, oh yeah, or a company outing at the U.S. Open, they'll customize everything to fit your perfect trip. If your event has a ticket, they'll build a package around it. So what are you waiting for? Visit us.absolute-sport.com. That's ABSOLUT-sport and make your dream trip a reality.
Hey, it's Mace. All right, let's tackle the age-old question, what do I get her for Valentine's Day? I got the answer. Send foolproof flowers from the Books Company, and wow, your Valentine. Get 25% off your entire purchase. Books makes it simple. Choose the Quickie Book. With the click of a button, get their best-selling bouquet right on time for Valentine's Day. It's the Quickie she'll brag about for weeks. Or pick from their collection of unique modern designs or go to their flower subscription, the #1 fun husband life hack and be the hero every month. You can't go wrong. Bouqs, not just flowers. They're flowers that are cut fresh where they grow the best, so you get bigger, brighter blooms that last longer. She will be blown away by how stunning they are. Valentine's Day, February 14th, right after the big game, so don't fumble the flowers. Get your order in now. Go to Bouqs.com, use my promo code ESPN for 25% off. That's BOUQS.com, promo code ESPN. Bouqs, promo code ESPN.
Thinking about selling your home? Seller's Advantage makes it easy. No agents, no commissions, no open houses, and no costly repairs. With Seller's Advantage, they'll make you a competitive cash offer with no surprises. Check out what one of their sellers had to say. Quote, Seller's Advantage was a lot easier, faster, and more rewarding than listing my house. I worried about getting a low offer, but theirs matched the value I was hoping for and was much higher than the competitors. They gave me time to decide, and the process was friendly, fast, and anxiety-free. I highly recommend Seller's Advantage. Call Seller's Advantage today at 888-390-AS-IS. 888-390-AS-IS. Works out to 888-390-2747. Or visit sellersadvantage.com for your free, no obligation cash offer.
DRE number 01961658.
Don't worry, sell happy with Seller's Advantage.
KSPN AM 710 Los Angeles. KRDC AM 1110 Pasadena, Los Angeles.
K256CX 99.1 FM, Pasadena, Los Angeles.
It's the greatest segment in LA sports radio history.
Oh my God. When the shows come together for magic on the radio.
It will only grow stronger. Super Talk.
Are we ready for Sedano and Cap to join Mason in Ireland?
Super Crosstalk begins.
Super Crosstalk, presented by Coors Light. Coors Light, made to chill.
It's time for Super Crosstalk.
There he is. We got Cappy in New Orleans. We got Sedano here. We got Michael hanging out. Chris Pepe gets kicked out.
More respect around here.
Yeah, I know.
Why?
I agree.
Why did we kick him out?
Me on.
I turn him on.
Why does he need more
Why
respect?
does he need more
He's
respect?
the only one in this room that got Luka one-on-one with good content on
It was.
Instagram.
You're absolutely
Because I was
right.
not one-on-one. Carlo had to help me do mine.
Oh.
But it was in Spanish. Nobody understood it.
That's not
Well,
true. By the way, Luka
understood it.
Luka speaks better Spanish than he does English.
Really?
true.
Well, he was in Spain most of his
that's right.
childhood.
Yeah, that's right.
So,
Cappy,
he's more
how's New
comfortable.
Orleans?
New Orleans is great.
Yeah.
Although I will just say, it was snowing here 2 weeks ago. 10 inches of snow.
Yeah,
on the
people
ground.
were skiing down Bourbon Street.
Yeah, 10 inches of snow, and now it's summertime. It's like 85 degrees and 90% humidity outside.
Cappy, did you have any exchange whatsoever with Joe Fortenbaugh?
Come on, Cappy.
Yeah. Oh, I saw the pic. You were like right there.
I'll be real brief about this.
Okay.
Oh.
Because, John, you suggested yesterday that I be the bigger person.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I tried.
Oh no.
No.
Yep, I did.
You were
When
it
after
was-
the show?
No, 30 minutes ago.
Oh.
and it was not well received.
Not at all.
Wow.
Well, then that's on him.
That's
Wow.
exactly right.
Yeah, then that's on
exactly
him.
right.
What's the story behind this? They hate each other?
Is there any context
No,
to it, or
Cappy
we just
doesn't
don't
even
know?
know who Joe is, but Joe hates Cappy for some reason.
Why?
Cappy, I went and searched the internet. This is what Sedano Super Sleuth uncovered.
Oh, let me know.
When he was working in San Francisco,
Okay. Joe or Cap?
Joe.
Okay.
Cap's never worked in San Francisco. It was San Diego. But when Joe was working in San Francisco on 95.7 The Game,
Yep.
Okay.
he made some comment. It had something to do with the NFL about like the Raiders or
Right.
something and moving
Yep.
somewhere.
Yep.
Maybe it was San Diego. I don't remember what it was.
I think that it was a time when the Chargers and the Raiders were talking about sharing a stadium.
Something
in
like
Carson.
that.
Okay.
So, and then you tweeted something about his report or whatever it was that he said, and then he said something to you on Twitter. I looked this up a while ago.
Yeah.
And then I think that's what he's pissed off at you about, that you like ridiculed whatever he said.
Okay, well, let me just say something.
But that's like 20 years ago.
Well, first of all, it's probably 2015 or 16.
Okay, 10.
So call it 10 years. And that's social media back and forth.
Yeah,
Right.
but not everybody is you, Cappy.
Well, George,
you're a little
right.
too chummy with everybody on social media.
You're right. No, you're right.
I mean, listen, there's a reason I won't ask Scott Van Pelt to come on the show because you had a back and forth with him.
By the way, so what? I mean, like, look, to me, I am not really like a massive grudge holder, number one. Number two, like, social media is social media. That should not be like something that creates like a 10-year grudge.
No,
in my
I think
opinion.
it should create a blood feud, clearly.
Well, it has.
Well, it kind of has.
It
But,
has.
now, but you've done your part. Okay, so we.
What happened? No. What happened when you went up to him? What did he say?
I said, hey man, I said, how you doing? And he looked over at me, and I said, hey, I know we don't really know each other, but maybe we could just figure out what went wrong. And he told me in no uncertain terms, not interested, don't need to have a relationship, move on.
Oh,
okay.
And but was he polite about no?
Oh, no, not at all.
He was not. Okay,
not at all.
No, that's too bad.
All right.
No, wait. No, I want to hear how exactly he said it, and you can use like
verbatim.
Yeah.
Verbatim.
Yeah, Michael and I want to know.
I literally just told you.
That was all there was?
That was it.
Did he cuss?
With an attitude?
He did not. Wait, say again, George?
With an attitude?
Oh, and a big.
Oh.
Very big.
I didn't realize it was going to go that bad.
Wow.
Hey, look, I thought I'd try and, say, hey, come on, man, who cares, move on, and then come on the show, whatever. But I will tell you, some people just can't do that.
Some people take themselves super seriously.
Yeah, no, it's
so
true.
So when you bashed his information, he was ready to fight you, Kaplan.
Well, hey, George, he had his shot.
Yeah,
I was standing right there.
Oh, look at you talking tough with me and DeAndre not around.
I was shot.
If he would have slapped you, what would you have done?
Have cried. I probably would have cried and then called my mom.
Let me turn this around for you, Cappy.
Yeah.
What did you do when Byron Scott slapped you?
Ooh.
That's not what Byron said on these airwaves.
No, make up stories. Fake news.
Is that fake news, Michael?
Oh yeah.
Really?
Yeah, you can't. You couldn't hurt me. They didn't call me Bahamas Ali for nothing.
Bahamas Ali, yes.
All right, according to Kevin O'Connor, we have suitors for Ben Simmons now.
I'm telling you, he could play, man. I don't know why.
I would take as a buyout.
Yes.
I'd take him in a
There
heartbeat.
are two.
These guys think he can't.
The first one, I think, is a terrible idea.
Houston, right?
Cleveland.
Oh, Cleveland.
Why not?
Cleveland and Houston are there too, right?
Nope.
Who's the other one?
Allen, he's not. He can pass. He can rebound. He can defend. What is wrong with you guys?
As
The
a
other-
minimum contract?
Yeah.
The other one is
The Lakers, I hope.
no, the Clippers.
Oh, the Clippers.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That makes sense.
Yeah, Ty Lue could work with him. Ty's a
Ty
good
Lue
coach.
thinks he can work with anybody.
Yes.
His attitude is always,
Right.
give me the guy, I'll figure it out.
Yeah,
Right,
Mace
right.
wants to throw everybody in the trash heap.
No, I mean, it's been 8 years.
He used to be an all-star, Mace. He averaged 18
It
points
wasn't
a game.
8 years.
I know. I think he's in his
Yeah,
eighth
it's
year.
8 years.
No, I'm saying, but it hasn't been 8 years since he had the meltdown
Yeah.
or whatever.
Oh,
in the
right. Well,
playoffs.
how long was
That
the
like
meltdown
3
ago?
That was like, what, 3 or
2
4
years
years
ago.
ago?
Right,
2 years
and
ago.
Ipe just got sentenced.
Yep.
5 years.
No way.
57 months, 5 years.
Just
So
under
3 months
yeah,
short of 5 years.
5 years,
How
basically.
long would he do, though?
I don't know. It's a non-violent crime.
Yeah, he'll
8,
probably get
18
time
I'm
off
sure
for
he has to
good
pay.
behavior
He has to
kinda
figure
thing.
out how to pay restitution. I would imagine that's part of
All right,
his
here
sentence.
are the details. He will have 3 years of supervised release and is ordered to pay restitution of $17 million to Shohei.
Oh, yeah? How's he
do
going to do that?
Yeah, he's not. Shohei's never getting that money
Right.
back.
I mean,
Wasn't he
Since
driving
Shohei
Uber?
makes
Wasn't he
700
driving Uber at one point
How
this?
great would that be if you order an Uber and Ipe pulls up?
For Shohei?
Hang on
Right.
to your wallet.
Yeah, you got to give him an extra big tip.
Yeah.
Or don't give him your credit card.
Yeah, don't
He
give
may-
him your
he may
credit card.
just run with
Exactly.
it.
Exactly. So, what do you think of the big trade, the Mark Williams trade, George Sedano?
I think it makes all the sense in the world. He fits the archetype of what Luka likes to play with in
Yeah.
regards to a big man. He's very similar to Daniel Gafford or like a Derek Lively type. He's bouncy. He's athletic. He defends the rim fairly well.
He's
and
23.
and he can finish at the rim.
Yeah.
His biggest issue is health.
Injury, yeah.
He's never healthy.
Yeah. What do you think, Cappy?
Well, I just think that you had to replace Anthony Davis with somebody who has a pulse and who has some size. And so Mark Williams, and by the way, I don't think this is going to shock anybody, I didn't know who he was. I'd never seen him play. You know?
I always love how Cappy
Yeah.
leans into the ignorance.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, George, here's the thing. I'm not alone.
You know, he plays for Charlotte. Nobody's seen him
Yeah,
play.
nobody-
Cappy, I know. I don't want you to get defensive. Okay,
Oh,
I'm
I'm
not
not.
Joe Fortenbaugh. Relax.
No,
He's not going to slap you.
Hey,
Jesus.
relax.
I'm going to still work with you. Okay.
Thanks, man.
You know.
No, but I think my point is though is that I'm willing to admit it. Didn't really know who he was. Did you guys?
I did, only because he's been on and off my fantasy basketball team the last few years.
I did a game with him last week.
You would know him, yeah.
Honestly,
and by the way, AD terrorized the Hornets last week.
I actually watched him more in college than I think I watched him in the pros.
Yeah.
So I started watching today a bunch of cut-ups. I had the ESPN people send me a bunch of cut-ups of his most recent games.
Who does he remind you of? Who did you compare him to? Andrew Bynum?
We were saying Andrew Bynum.
I mean, physically, yes.
And durability-wise, too. Bynum would play about 40 games a year, and that's what
But physically, yes, he's similar build.
Let me ask you a question, because everybody knows what's going on in Miami. Nobody more than you, Sedano. Is Bam Adebayo really dating Asia Wilson? Are they a couple?
That's what I've heard.
That's been leaked out there. Yeah,
they've been out. They've been out publicly together.
Oh my goodness!
Imagine when they have children.
Are they going to make the next Shaq? Those two?
Or if they had a child, if they had a boy or a girl, I was a GM, I would draft that kid
right now.
1 month.
In what sport? Basketball? Yeah.
You sign him to an NIL deal immediately.
Yeah, exactly. You start paying him now.
That's right. Shohei announced that his wife's pregnant. I'd draft that kid when it's 2 days old.
The question is, where do they go to school? Where do they go to school? Because she went to South Carolina, he went to Kentucky,
right?
Rival SEC schools.
Well, by the time that kid's 18, they won't have to go to school. They
Right,
George, the NBA.
George, the bottom line is the guy he can go to both. Or she can go to both.
Yeah,
that's true.
They can just transfer back and forth if they want to.
They can have some super kids if they ever get married.
Yeah.
Have you gotten in any trouble down there, Cappy?
Oh, please tell me you have.
Pretty much staying in the middle of the fairway. What's up?
I last night I did go to a bar on Bourbon Street, which was unexpected, called the Famous Door, I think it's called.
The Famous Door.
I'm not 100% positive, but it's been there forever.
Okay.
And they had this girl who was dancing last night, singing on stage. She had this giant afro, and she was doing Metallica. And she goes, "You ain't never seen a Chocolate Sister ever in your life sing these kinds of songs." And everybody in there was like, "Girl, you're right. We haven't." And it's awesome. So it was a great night. But I've been keeping myself pretty much out of the mix, Mace. I'm not really – I got to admit, I'm kind of –
Aren't you going to is there still a Maxim party? I guess there's no real Maxim anymore, right? Is there a Sports Illustrated party?
There used to be the big
I don't think those
parties with the big
exist.
brands.
There are other parties, but it's just not those.
I don't think they're there anymore.
Cappy, would you like to make an easy $1,000 from me?
Oh.
Sure.
All right, to get somebody with a video.
Okay.
Go out on Bourbon Street.
Right.
Walk up and down the street for about 3 or 4 minutes. Take off your shoe and lick the bottom of your shoe.
For $1,000.
$1,000.
Ireland
did it for
$100. Yeah.
1,000,
Right.
Cappy.
Would you do it?
So, Michael, let me just – I just have a question.
To do. I can give you the exact blueprint.
Michael, I just have a question.
Yeah.
Do you want me to have the 3 or 4 minutes of video recorded for you?
Yes, I want to.
So you want to see the full 3 or 4 minutes of just walking?
So, Cap, here's what you do.
Okay.
You go to Pat O'Brien's, and you drink a couple of Hurricanes.
Yeah.
Okay.
You got to have that.
And if you're 2 Hurricanes in, you're well on your way. Get a third Hurricane to go.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Walk down the street, have a pair of loafers on. Walk down the street, take a big swig of your Hurricane because it's got 4 different kinds of alcohol in it. Lick the bottom of your shoe, swish it around, and spit it out, and tell Michael, pay me.
Okay.
Pay that man his
Did
money.
they tell him you had to take a tetanus shot after that?
I did, but it was precautionary.
Did you really take a tetanus shot?
Yeah, Gary Vitti said you probably should.
Michael, the
but
thing that I'm most
I had not had one in 10 years at the time.
Cappy, are you in?
I would be in to consider the number one thing that I would be looking to avoid while walking down Bourbon
Horse
Street
poop?
Yep.
is horse duty.
Yeah, stay out of that.
Or vomit.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Those are the
Vomit's
two
also
things.
That's why it's risky to do
Both
it,
of those.
Cappy.
Yeah. $1,000 though, straight cash.
By the way, you want to hear the
Straight
worst part
cash
about
money.
that story, Cap?
Yeah.
I took the $100. It was from Mark Shaw, the Lakers TV producer. I went straight to Harrah's, and I lost it all in 20 minutes.
There you go.
Oh, my God.
Cappy, you did text me on Tuesday, and you said to me, wait till I tell you tonight's connection to you and me. And I wrote, can't wait. And you said you're going to love this one, but you've never told me. What was it you ran into on Tuesday night?
That's because yesterday you and I started the show, and then we were the subject of when Mike Breen wanted to have dinner, so then you had to leave.
No, not dinner. Mike Breen wanted to. He told the car pick us up at 5:45. He is a man of punctuality.
Mm-hmm.
If you're not early, you're late. So you got to be in the car before 5:45.
I will share that information with you, George.
All right.
Coming up.
So you guys, I couldn't believe, Cap, that this is a really weird tie between you and me. Do you know who I met in New Orleans the last time I was there?
Tell me.